On the side, Paul George. With the rebound inside by Westbrook. Keeps it alive. Carmelo Anthony, 3. Here's Paul George, a 4-time All-Star. Westbrook, the MVP, the reigning MVP in the league. Into Steven Adams with a wonderful pass. And a quick 2 inside. On the play by Patterson.
Yeah. See, that's the only thing. He's going to have to get stronger. He's getting pushed down low.
Anthony from Westbrook. Carmelo knocks one through. Carmelo Anthony. You have the maneuverability. Anthony along 2. Carmelo. Lee. Porzingis. Triple. Tanner looks tired. Here comes Westbrook. Spoon feeds Carmelo. Here comes Westbrook the other way. Russ with a full head of steam, looking for George, and here he comes in for 2. We had a technical free throw taken by Westbrook. That was because Jeff Hornacek was tagged with one at the end of the first half. There's Carmelo hitting a shot outside. So Carmelo Anthony in 21 minutes has gone 6 of 14, 17 points.
It's at that 4 position for teams. Another turnover.
Another turnover is right. Westbrook, Robertson. Late, but not that late. Then they get Carmelo Anthony, and that's a big chunk you're adding. Nice play by George. Hardaway was shooting. Here comes George the other way. Conversion of points on turnovers. And Paul George might be their best player.
I still don't know about that.
Nice move. Off the baseline. There's a nice pass by Russ. I'm just bringing it up for conversation's sake. Hardaway.
Back-to-back alley-oops. Can't have that.
Hardaway watching him put it up.
You got to do a better job of man-you ball defensively.
Westbrook inside.
That's 3 in a row.
Adams
Gets
in a row. 12 assists by Westbrook.
A left-handed pitcher.
Or make him a left-handed pitcher. Westbrook inside, trying to sneak it into the double team. Steven Adams, who comes up with a nice shot inside.
Now can we see Lonzo Ball in his debut versus the Clippers tonight?
Westbrook wide open, George triple.
And that's part of his game he's going to have to get better at.
Because he's going to be the focus of every opposing defense. Grant triple. Another one, another 3. He's got 9 rebounds, 15 assists, 21 points, and a rebound away from a triple-double. Way outside George. Hits that from Stillwater.
And there's no timetable specifically on his return. Craig.
Thanks, Christian. And Matt, I think as a coach, you have to for your sanity.
The more he works on it, he's absolutely working on it. He's trying to add that to his game.
Felton deep. In, out, and back in.
Hit Rubio in the corner.
Rubio, 8 straight points for Utah. And right back at you. Watch out, he's a streak shooter. Paul George is 2 of 11 and 0 for 3 from downtown. Rudy jumps out on him. Stands a little flat-footed, and Carmelo took advantage in half number 1.
And offensively, Bull, if we go there, analytically, if you like that, you're going to love the half that they had offensively. As Robertson just nails down a 3.
Who is right on top of the rim, rolls out. Westbrook trying to push tempo. Here's George, pumps up a 3. Left alone, got it. Watch out,
he's too good to be wide open.
$50 out to the Huntsman Cancer Institute, courtesy of Mountain America Credit Union. You can learn more as their community involvement at MACU. Push it up court. Rubio's got it. Oh! And then taken away by Abrinas.
Abrinas shoot.
3. Got it.
He can shoot.
And become more of a stretch 4. I said, let's hope you hit those 3s. He goes, oh, you'll see it. You'll see it. I love that confidence.
Absolutely. Adams inside.
Closing out on Towns. Westbrook with the rebound. The lead pass. Adams absorbs the contact, and that's a goaltending violation. A turnover at a bad time and kind of helped leave the door open for the Jazz. Grant gets to the rim. Score. And 1. When halfway down, Adams off the offensive glass. Sets the screen for Westbrook. Gets it back on the pick and roll and scores.
Can we show another highlight of Steven Adams? We're going to wait, folks.
Well, it's not really been a great factor in this game. 1 out of 4 he's shooting. Westbrook takes his former teammate Gibson right out of his shoes, and it winds up in a point-blank hook shot for Adams.
Or drive, shuffled his feet before he put the ball down. Turnover.
his third of the game. Anthony left a moment by Butler, and he scores for three. Eustace has another rebound. The hit ahead, George is fouled. He scores, and it's a three-point play opportunity for George.
He's officiating so far.
Teague, the All-Star in 2015, knocks down the free throws. He's 11, but Thunder has got to reply. Paul George hits the deck. Gibson can't field back cleanly. Westbrook off the stacks. The dish. Abrines scores.
The Thunder make runs. The three ball by Karl Anthony Towns.
George for three. Westbrook pops out. Butler is on him. Anthony for three. Get it! Get it! Thunder on the high side.
And I like that. But those are the things that you'll tighten up if Russ gets a steal.
2-on-1 break. On the bounce, Robertson to the rim, and he scores.
He just threaded the needle.
He's steering that rebound to himself on the baseline, then is able to save it. Westbrook over the top. Adams gathers and scores.
And you remember we talked about Steven Adams was a big key on Sunday night.
Collison to the elbow. He's offline. Anthony rips down another rebound. Robertson through the back door. But he misfires on the putback. Indiana off to a 2-10 start in the run of play. Adams in traffic and one. As the Thunder goes to 5 of 7 from the floor. Driving reverse layup, then a coast-to-coast. I mean, he looked like Russell Westbrook last night off of a defensive rebound at Minnesota. Power move there for George, and he scored. 17-16. Alex Abrines has checked in. He's asking for the basketball on the near wing, but on the pick and roll, Westbrook likes that higher percentage shot. Thunder is +4 on the glass. The snatch, the dish, the return pass. That was beautiful. Difference right now, the Thunder shooting 50% and the Pacers only 35, but they've hit some threes and gotten the free throw line. But that's the kind of punishment, Michael, you talked about earlier.
Hey, there was a switch on that play. The shot clock was running down.
Anthony's going to put it on the deck, get inside the free throw line, and score on Thaddeus Young. With 19 points here in the first half on 7 of 10 shooting. Westbrook on the drive and dish, the angle three from Melo scores! 5 minutes in the first half because of foul trouble. Adams has been a handful for him, and Steven continues to take it to him.
Thunder briefly enjoyed their largest lead of the night at 12 points.
Nice kick out by Westbrook out of the double team. Eustace for three.
He's got a good head start. One thing the Thunder do a really good job of is developing their young talent.
The kick out to Grant for three. Got it. By the Thunder. The run of play since halftime. Quite a contrast to what they did last night in Minnesota. So, I got another nickname for you. Bulldog.
Ball on that play. And that whistle will come for a charge.
Patterson for three from Westbrook. Timeout, Indiana.
The turnover tacked on to the Pacers.
It's their 18th of the game. Oh, and one for Jeremy Grant.
Spaced out, but given the fact that it's only a few days ago that game ended so dramatically in Oklahoma City, is there a little bit extra motivation for the Thunder, you think, tonight?
I don't think any more than just them wanting to get on track and do their thing.
Paul George. Adams underneath. Wiggins tried to get in front of him, but to no avail.
Well, and he likes to drive left. Jimmy Butler trying to force him to his right hand.
He goes left that time, loses it momentarily right into the hands of Robertson. Scoop shot by Grant, no. Westbrook comes out with the basketball and feeds Paul George for three. Jeremy Grant, another dunk.
If Russ is going to open up like that, you got to make him pay. Again, a Steven Adams run out after a make. Unacceptable. You get vision. A lot of times when you drive a seam, the place that's open is behind you. Steven Adams, he elevates.
Now it's a side out.
Thunder's missed its last 5 shots. Patterson gives George a lot of room with that screen.
That's a big screen.
Steven Adams too late.
Carmelo didn't need much time.
Unbelievable.
And the rebound to Westbrook. So he rebounds like a power forward.
Dropped into Adams, and he scores. Nice find by Westbrook. Timeout, Fred Hoiberg. Away, missed the shot, though. Rebound, Robertson. Back out. George for three, and that's great.
He's feeling it right now.
He's 3 for 3 from behind the line. Again, takes it all the way into the paint. Then had it knocked away, got it back. Outside to Carmelo. Anthony fires, and bottom of the net is all.
He should be able to score.
Got 16. Question is, can he stop him? There's a big boy dunk there. Rebound Westbrook with one hand. Here comes Westbrook. He's going downhill out to Felton, who scores.
And that's what Felton can do.
Kudos to the ownership group for really making this happen.
To the rim. Adams off the lob.
Now Westbrook.
Talking about those long twos. Rather see him take those threes.
Anthony walks into a three set up by Westbrook.
Side. I mean, there's no need to keep shooting threes. You know, you're 7 for 24. And there's a bucket.
Again,
These are
Westbrook, and
they're going to find their guys who make threes. You go back and you see those games where he really committed to defense. Oh, come on, Paul Zipser. You can't let that happen. You got to pay attention over there. You just let him go back door on you.
Westbrook against Don. Runs in left. Goes inside. And he
That's his triple-double right there.
One.
Oh, goodness. Bulls have to understand who the best player is. It's marketing. You've got to get him more than 5 shots in a game. When you look at the shot distribution right now for the Bulls, that he's going to struggle with his shot. But when you only got 5 shots here in the third quarter total,
there's George around the rim and good. Now watch Westbrook reset here. He finds Adams. Spinning and dunking.
The Hawks started making runs, but you've got to either continue to attack the paint or knock out the shots. Wow.
Steven Adams from Westbrook. Middleton drives this time. Looks for Henson, knocked away. Westbrook in transition. Cut off. Paul George. Westbrook back in now. Guarded by Dellavedova. Drives on him. Gets to the hole. Wraps it around. Adams.
He just races you to the basket
with a rebound.
That 3 ball is just not happening.
Baseline Paul George. It's happening for Oklahoma City.
It is happening, and Russell Westbrook is the head of that snake making things go.
Second quarter. 20-point lead for OKC on the road. Westbrook crosses over, drives, deals. Adams, nice catch, easy layup. Inside, nice dime. Adams again. George splits the defense. Extra pass, Westbrook. Inside, Adams, easy.
Boy, oh boy. And the personnel to run.
And Robertson for OKC. George, a 3. Bucks 3 of 17 from the 3-point line. Top of the arc, Melo. Catch and shoot.
See, that's the difference in those 3.
New shot clock for OKC. Westbrook now down the lane. Nice dive. Robertson.
Play the glass. That's why I am shocked that he tried to swish that rather than play the floor.
Tried to come over, defend Paul George. A tick too late. PG3 knocking down the trip.
Oklahoma City is 10 for 31. Now they are up in the top 10 in attempts.
Here's Abrinas, the second-year NBA man from Barcelona, knocking out a triple. And they've now missed 6 consecutive shots on that Morris miss from point blank. Westbrook pushing pace. Jeremy Grant finding room.
Yeah, you got to get back. Give Oklahoma City a lot of credit, but we still play 48 minutes. Their defensive rotations have been great.
How about Westbrook and Adams? We saw a lot of that last year developing, and Adams, a little push at the...
Anytime that he's out there, if he's getting any kind of minutes.
Averaging almost 10 points and right on that number, 5 rebounds per game in the early season. Jeremy Grant with Morris closing out and then knocks down a three. For the Boston Celtics, who are still down 11 here in the final 4:40 of this first half. Back-to-back threes.
Now you got to love this now.
And a fresh 24 for the Thunder, who've been impressive here in the first half on both ends of the floor. Westbrook to Adams on the roll.
You like Adams on the roll. Through their drafting. They drafted Durant when they were at Seattle.
And then also then you picked up Westbrook, and then Adams. You can go Harden. You can go through.
Bail him out. Baines contested shot, didn't touch the rim, and here comes OKC.
Oh, you got to get back.
Robertson finished the dunk on a 2-on-3.
People in blue shirts never move to go for that open ball.
Well, a nightmare night at OKC has turned into 19 points for Kyrie Irving as Paul George scores there. That pass was coming at about 1.5. Had to make that catch and get out of his hands in time. What a second half for the Boston Celtics. And Robertson, wow, they have needed him to hit a corner three all year.
But I like it.
Well, I was counting too. Here's George. A follow-away baseline jumper is good. Paul George, one of the top guys in the league with that baseline jump shot. CJ tried to wire a quick pass to Nurkic, deflected up and out of play, and in play is Westbrook. And the Thunder will take a Westbrook driving to the inline. And there's Adams diving in for two. Lillard with the great quickness, turning the corner and giving the Blazers some opportunities. 5 assists on 5 field goals made early for the Blazers. Carmelo outside early has the hot hand. He's drilled 3 deep jumpers. We're tied at 11. 7 to shoot. Westbrook eyes Damian, shoots a 3. Nope. Rebound hauled in by Harkless. A lazy outlet intercepted by Westbrook. Back to the rim. Up top, it's Paul George to lay it home.
You don't always have to go set a screen. You have to do your job, which means get your defender to commit on the guard, and then you can get out there.
Thunder points off turnovers, and here they come, trailing by 9. Westbrook pitches to Anthony for a triple. Got it.
Coming in tonight, Carmelo made the 6th most jump shots in the NBA.
Felton, a dribble handoff to Westbrook, curling on the grand screen. He'll roll, challenged by Nurkic, powers up, laid it home, and the Blazers lead now at 5, 7:24 to go, 4th quarter. Nearly intercepted by Turner. 8 to shoot. Westbrook's got the handle on the Adams screen, raising, forced to give it off. Georgia 3, bingo! Paul George with a 3-pointer.
Don't get hung up on any screens.
Our far side, near side on the camera. Here's Westbrook outside, triggering Paul George. Quick 3, bang. And an easy look.
Well, this is a very athletic team and really still sorting itself out around what Russell Westbrook can do, which is about everything well, and the beautiful pass there.
And it's Randolph at the side, pop, no good. And Westbrook with a long lead. That cannot happen. That just cannot happen. Close. Rebound taken by Russell Westbrook. There's Adams again. Well, we know there are 3 All-Stars on the floor, but the way he looks right now, you can say there are 4.
And it forced the Kings into a tough situation.
George Hill loses to basketball. Westbrook had a 2-on-0 break. He gets across half court. The soft pitch to Andre Robertson.
And I can understand why.
I absolutely agree with that. Why wouldn't you be unhappy? And there's Patrick Patterson. Really has not made his shots yet this year, but you know he's capable. Guys on the defensive board, give him one shot. If they only get one, it's going to be tough to beat you.
There's a 3 by Carmelo, 87-83.
I'm not a fast guy. I got to survey the situation, ease my way into it. But Russ, he's out of there. He also said when he's putting the ball on the floor, he's used to that to create offense for himself.
Another turnover. Westbrook, 12 first-half turnovers for Denver's. Riles was just telling us. The word came out of Mike Malone drop. We cannot turn it over. George with a 3. On the fly, Murray 3, no. Rebound by Adams as he got it tapped to him from Carmelo. Quick release. George snuck in and gets it for 2 at the other end. 4 minutes gone. Both teams are 2-7 in the quarter so far. Millsap goes out on Westbrook. Anthony on top. 7 to fire. Got it. It's a 3. Down. Reeled in by George. Thunder only their 3rd offensive rebound this half. They go inside Robertson. On top. Anthony. 3. Closeout. Good. Bodies are down. 3s are dropping.
When Donovan was coaching at the University of Florida, Rivers was growing up in Orlando. Rivers wound up going to Duke University. Step back from the elbow. George trains another one. By AAA Insurance. I love what Gallo brings to the broadcast. I love what Paul George brings to the Thunder at the 3-point line. That's his 4th triple in PG-13. Great recovery, though, and deflection by George. A steal. Grab and go indeed. That's a flop and a bucket for Dakari Johnson. Thunder is -9 on the glass. Anthony way outside for 3. Carmelo Anthony knocking it down from the stockyard. That's pretty good night's work right there.
Absolutely.
Grant outside for three. The Thunder with 9 triples. Williams commanding double team attention because he scored 33 points. George at the elbow scores again. He has 40.
Use a little bit of that clock as well.
Johnson. You know, that's the kind of play that makes you fall in love with Russell Westbrook. Anthony combined on the rebound. And look who caught the Clippers snapping. This is some of the best ball movement in terms of its crispness that we have seen. Houston's outside, he scores again for 3 with 2 triple-doubles in conference play. Patterson looking good. Looking good.
Out in transition as a result of that.
Houston's the straightaway 3. Got it. Houston's knocking down his 3rd triple, making Nowitzki pay for the late close. 8 in the game. 0 for 5 from 3. And then he closes late on George, who makes him pay beyond the arc.
You know, who plays with such a rhythm in the ball game?
Town is Dirk Nowitzki on the floor now.
You think they know each other? They got him.
Well, actually, Kleber, he's not that old. Nice pick and roll action. The side drop to Johnson from Westbrook. Westbrook gets it right back. Unbalanced floor, the lead pass to Robertson, and he scores. Jeremy's brother just got out of the way. Rebounding and running.
I tell you, I like this kid. You know, he's got a lot of confidence. Laurie Marketing.
Anthony outside for 3. Melo. Hello. Chicago Bulls. Anthony trapped. Westbrook comes to help him out and then repost. Anthony's going to square up and score over Marketing. And Anthony with 9 points in the quarter. Goes exactly to what Billy Donovan was talking about before the game. He said, you know, teams are going to make a run and getting it right back.
Call the foul. You don't know where it's at. You just, look, I don't know where they're hitting it at because I saw him here and now he's over there.
Oh. The delivery inside. Grant scores.
Not used to those kind of minutes.
George skips into that one for 3. PG-13.
All 3 of them have been the closer. But don't you think, Doris, it just needs time? They'll figure that out?
I do. And let's not forget that the struggles they've had in closing their close games. And what about the point guards? Murray started at first, now Mills. Well, Tony Parker's been in that spot for a long time.
Off the turnover, Abrinas running the floor and lays it up and in. And they seem to have all led to buckets. Westbrook to George. George gets a good open look, knocks it down, and the foul. OKC dominating here in the first quarter. Westbrook kicks it out corner. Abrinas, that's a 3.
And it's a bit of a struggle for Abrinas.
It does wind up back in OKC. Westbrook. Anthony fires up a 3. That's good. Carmelo Anthony from downtown.
Get another Danny Green 3. It's a season high 5 triples for him. Previous high was 4 against the Clippers when he had a 24-point game.
They're not an individualized shot-creating team.
Westbrook, nice feed. Robertson able to finish that one.
Wow, how about that pass?
Goodness gracious.
Didn't you say there's no such thing as patience in sports?
Paul George, that's a 3, rattles home. He's hit some big buckets every time San Antonio makes a run. Westbrook finds Grant. Nice adjustment using that left hand.
When you have Cousins and AD out there. Westbrook thought he'd go to Adams instead. Paul George. This team is only 2-6.
San Antonio Spurs missed a lot of open shots as well as turned the ball over 7 times in the first quarter. So I think they got comfortable and then all of a sudden they made a run and they couldn't stop it.
What a dime. Russell Westbrook, 3.5 minutes gone by. Their 2 points came at the free throw line from Anthony Davis. Now on the switch, Melo, smart play. Don't move with the Indiana Pacers. Going to be set up wide open. Melo. And a second chance opportunity. Alex Abrinas just came in. They are now 5 of 5 from beyond the arc. 10 on the shot clock. Abrinas, man, his runner will work. Smart play before he over-penetrated. Jameer Nelson is also into the game for the Pels out of the break.
I don't know if they sell wine. Oh, yeah, in New Orleans, they sell
They
wine
sell everywhere. everything. Westbrook, pretty bounce. Adams hammers it home.
Trying to get the home run shot. I thought the whistle blew.
Squeak of the sneakers as Westbrook finds Adams for another diamond. Now you got to worry about the way you close in the second quarter. The Pelzo 14 of 17 at the stripe. PG-13 wide open. Unbelievable. Wide open. Westbrook brings it down. Westbrook had 8 dimes, 8 assists in the first half with only one turnover. Smart play. Steven Adams didn't try to do too much. Can you get enough stops down the stretch? Westbrook on the run. Boy, he cleared some space. Paul George cleans up. Stop here, though. And then you've got the ball inside, a minute to play, up by 7. It'll be George off the rub and the 3. Got what he wanted.
Screen, great down screen.
It'll be Westbrook. Steven Adams, 15.4 to play.
Anthony and George, the big 3 for OKC, still trying to work it out. Pass goes inside, Steven Adams. And player. League has so many good young players right now, Mark. Durant to the basket, taken away. Grant. Here comes Westbrook. Paul George for 3. Alex Sabrinas has come on for OKC. Ball again taken away by Grant. Second time he's done that on Westbrook. Anthony for 3.
And Carmelo Anthony, guys you can go to and force the opposition to defend.
Anthony's jumper, that's good.
The analogy, certainly.
Pass inside to Adams. And the little, as he calls it, the Kiwi jump hook. Talk about changing your initial intent. Westbrook to Robertson. Gets into the paint. Shot clock at 5. Westbrook tries again. Feed inside. Beautiful dish to Robertson. Oh, and a pass from Westbrook. His 7th assist on Westbrook. His 9th rebound to go along with 29 points and 7 assists. Anthony in rhythm. Hits a 3.
Point guard has been incredible.
Well, he has not taken the path as Robertson throws it in of an MVP, the usual
uniforms, and we're glad to have you along. Thunderball from Chesapeake Arena on Fox Sports Oklahoma. On the pick and roll, Steven Adams winds up in a mismatch with Reggie Jackson and scores. Bradley rattles out on him, and Westbrook rebounding and running again over the top. Robertson beats the defense and scores.
Thunder want to keep getting to that line.
Westbrook the crossover and then the cut of Robertson. Beautiful play.
You got to make a decision once Russ beats the.
Picked up as a free agent after moving from New Orleans to Sacramento in the DeMarcus Cousins trade last February. Steven Adams back on the floor.
At the pace of this ball game. We're just giving Steve that shot all night. He's just saying, thank you very much. Mother, may I have another?
Yes, you may.
You can reset. Nothing's wrong. You got to lead him. Still playing with a little bit of plus on the scoreboard.
Both teams have fouls to give. But since the 5-minute mark, shooting 3 out of 12. Anthony from the nail. A little bit of breathing room there as Anthony knocks down his 7th bucket of the ball game. To the Thunder's last 11. Westbrook dropping it off. Adams paying it off.
Turning the basketball over from about 18 feet out to get that little 6-footer.
Anthony at the 3-point line. Melo. Hello. Drummond with a double-double, 13 points and now 12 rebounds. He has come alive since halftime. George floats that one inside the elbow.
Barnes over Westbrook. Benjamin comes into play tonight, 12th in the league in blocks. And Ferguson outruns everyone.
For as long as he's been forced to sit with the fouls. It's a pretty nice little catch right there.
Westbrook rebounds. Is that 10 rebounds now for Westbrook? There's Melo hitting a 3. That was Westbrook's 9th rebound. Radio buddies on 105.3 The Fan for an event tonight, so he's not with us tonight. He'll be back for the show on Wednesday against Brooklyn. Ferguson is tonight. 21st pick of the draft last summer by the Thunder. Westbrook to Melo for 3.
Third quarter, which has been an improved quarter for them.
Thunder still a 36% shooting. It will go up though once again. Melo gets organized, open through for three. Man, and Kleba got shoved in the aftermath. Collison running the floor and lays it in off the feed for Russell Westbrook.
I kind of agree with you on that, Mark, but Paul George.
They need him scoring more than passing. Better than not at all.
Right. I would agree.
I feel like I got a partial win.
Well, getting a partial win with me is pretty darn good.
I want the Mavericks to get a full win, though, in 3 minutes.
Flipping all the way around the horn there, David. That's something to get excited about if you're this Magic team.
Anthony, three again. Magic going to take a time second quarter in Orlando. Westbrook, Grant. Jeremy Grant, 7 points off the bench. Westbrook. Boy, threaded the needle, didn't he, to Jeremy Grant. Robertson, ugly three. Anthony firing. Drills it from straight away.
Defend Karl Anthony Towns. He'll have to continue to do that tonight. He's one of those mobile big men.
Getting Robertson deep is a ticket to better things for Dre individually. On the drive of dish, George on the wing for three. Well, Michael, you talked also on Thunder Live about a good shooting, not something else.
That was just good defense and luck.
PG-13 driving hard into Jang to score.
With that, shooter shot it with a lot of confidence.
Double team comes to Westbrook. That leaves George with a little bit of space underneath, and he scores again. George shooting 4 out of 7.
Just close out under control. Georgia Jang is a mid-range shooter. Can shoot the 3-ball there.
Nice look and stroke. No hesitation for Grant. He scores for 3. 28 games on a team that really was struggling to find its identity. You can't do that to him.
George gets another wide open look.
And he scores for 3.
He is punishing.
Eustace by himself. Firing for 3 and scoring. That's the highest scoring quarter for the Thunder all season. Butler fights over the screen. Then under the screen by Adams. Anthony adjusts on the flyby by Gibson and scores. Westbrook on the run. The Thunder with numbers if it hurries. Russell bounces it into the deep post, and Adams challenged by Gibson, equal to that challenge. Wow! George get it back to Westbrook. Anthony will drive and step away from Gibson and score.
I told you, there's nobody better in the mid-range shot.
He said he's a tough, hard-nosed kid. I hope that he can develop into a player like Thabo Sefolosha. George for 3, got it.
Thabo Sefolosha, right? Now still sitting on those 4 fouls.
Westbrook kicks it out. George on the wing for 3. And the lead is back to double digits.
Easy call for the official.
Westbrook is going to give it up to Grant inside.
That's a smart play. Because if Jerry Grant tried to dunk that ball.
Same way. The two-handed tomahawk finish for Grant off of Westbrook's 14th assist.
Pau Gasol getting a 3-pointer. Under pressure, you'll take it though.
Thunder the other night tied a season high with 28 assists, scoring deep just like that. Westbrook to Adams. A couple of weeks ago, he gives it up here to Paul. Over the top, Westbrook finds Robertson, and in transition, well, right back to your stat to watch on Thunder Live. That's a good. Shot clock to 5. Westbrook measuring. He's got a cutter. Robertson gets deep and scores.
That's what I like about Andre Robertson. He's figuring it out, folks. Break the Spurs defense with good offense. Just showing patience, and that's good patience right there.
That's a pretty wicked pick-and-roll play, partner. Free throw by Eustace. Westbrook right back into the play. The kick out. Grant has got a driving lane. And under the basket, Westbrook telling everybody, get out of the way!
Try to run this all the way down unless you get a layup.
Over the top. Eustace puts it on his head. Westbrook with his 6th assist in the quarter.
Was able to make a play.
Oh, that's pretty. In a tight space. On the dime. Westbrook assists and 6 turnovers, almost even. Over the top. Adams unintended, and that's why he's shooting 7 out of 9. Westbrook and Adams. Oh! Anthony occupying two defenders, leaving the back door wide open for Robert. Westbrook crosses over, kicks it out. George measuring. He could have had a sandwich.
You can't throw the ball low. You got to throw it up high still. Come on, those guys are 7'3".
Nice feed. Westbrook on the bounce to the cutter. Robertson on the reverse. He scores. He's got nothing but clear highway.
Absolutely. The Jazz make a lot of their buckets uncontested.
Oh, that was pretty.
That's an uncontested shot. You're the Thunder, you'll take that.
Challenged outside by Adams. Anthony has the rebound. The Thunder going to run over the top. Adams waits for the traffic to clear and scores to tie the game.
He's had a couple of back-to-back shots where he's had no pressure. That's just what the Jazz want you to do.
Mitchell has 8 early points, and Adams off the hook has 7
shooters.
Over the top, Adams. Wow, how did he get that one to go down?
It's called losing the ball, but I'm in the zone. Hasn't gone right here in the first half. The Thunder only down 2 possessions.
Right.
Just 6 points.
And now down 4 as on the inbound play, Westbrook finds Anthony. Checked by Rubio, who fights over the screen by Anthony. Adams deep, and he scores.
That's a tough shot. He shot that flat footer.
George off the rub from Grant for 3. He's got it. Mitchell attacking, bottled up by Robertson. Westbrook on the run, threading the needle to George, who avoids the contact of Ingles and scores.
Plenty of time to run a play, and if you're the Thunder, you're thinking about scoring every single possession.
Anthony from the elbow scores quickly. George with Donovan Mitchell in his hip pocket scores.
We were talking about the Thunder flipping the script, forcing the Jazz to chase them a little bit.
Anthony on the side scores it from Westbrook.
Stopped by the Thunder defense.
Anthony spins away from Ingles, has the ball tipped, and he scores anyway.
Westbrook at the step, finds Adams. Strong take, and Adams with the finish.
The one thing about Westbrook's ability to put it on the
both sides. Settling in now on the offensive end. Pick and roll. Robertson slams it down, and a foul. They'll go to the line for a chance at 3. Westbrook set him up.
Step through just then by LeVert. Sometimes he'll get a shot off. Nice pass down low for a quick get. That ability for LeVert to take a quicker shot. Long range behind the arc, and he's driving people this year. Nice catch.
Adams with the finish and a chance at 3, and that's what you said earlier. Westbrook looking his way all the time. Big screen again from Adams. Pick and roll, and he lays it in with contact, knocking Zeller down.
Yeah, Westbrook just ran right through Zeller just then, but they come away with the easy one.
Westbrook around the Collison screen, step through, finds Robertson, who lays it in.
Pretty look by Westbrook, who's 6 of 18 for the floor.
Moments ago, Thunder lead the league in steals and enforced turnovers. Abrinas for 3. Carmelo's been good, whether he's been in Denver or in New York, but has never won on a consistent basis. Abrinas lines up a 3 and puts it in. I'll tell you what, Steven Adams.
Getting a shot every possession to finish out this second quarter. See Westbrook up top there to Steven Adams. They've done a good job, only 7 turnovers.
Adams the rebound. And the ball goes out, shrink the floor. That opens Carmelo for 3, and it's a 10-point game. He's got into early foul difficulty in the second quarter. Westbrook feeds Adams. Just like that, it's a 9-point game, 57-48. Right arm looks just fine. Anthony for 3. And the Grizzlies got to burn a timeout. Converts. Westbrook on a sprint. Adams in and a foul. And the rebound to Anthony. Abrinas spots up for 3. It's a 3-point game. Carmelo rakes it free. Grizzlies' 11th turnover of the game. Adams, the hoop, and the harm. Grizzlies have 11 as a team. Steven Adams has 10 by himself. Carmelo Anthony makes it a 2-point violation. Aprinas, an open three for the lead.
Basket because the bigs are up waiting from the screen. Good move by Tyreek there.
Aprinas, a three for the lead. Put it in. Alex Aprinas having one of the best games of his brief NBA career. It's a season high. 3-point lead, approaching 2 to play in the first overtime. Aprinas steps out for three. Made another one.
A career high game, 20 points, 6 made shots from beyond the arc. In the corner, Anthony for Westbrook for three. Melo, hello.
I don't think I've ever seen him take that shot. And he made it, and he banked it.
Anthony on the wing scores.
Well, it's okay if you take the tough shot. You just got to get back on defense. It's a look and run.
Outside, George. The call on the floor was obviously the official thought it was deflected. Oh, a little bit of nifty in that play. Adams out to Westbrook and a rush right back to Steve.
That is how you finish.
On the drive and kick. Aprinas for three. How do you say sandwich in Spanish? Because he could have had a sandwich back there. In the quarter, the Thunder 7 of 16. Anthony from the elbow. Catch and shoot.
That is just money for
in a single game. Felton on the wing for three. Got it.
Builds. They've got to navigate that and continue to try to work these pieces together.
Here's Anthony from outside, a great start. A 3-ball, shooting just 34% though. Less than a year ago, taking about 4 fewer shots than a year ago. Good pass here, and Adams with the stuff. 10-3, OKC.
Comfort zone. He wants to step away and get that face-up jump shot.
The only team that shoots it better from 3 in the NBA is Golden State. Great look again by Westbrook to Adams. A surprise in Domas Sabonis. And you look at that deal, given the fact that everybody knew Paul George, Thunder has 6 baskets and 5 turnovers so far. That pass a little low, but Adams able to corral it and stuff it. High in 3-point shooting. He's leading the NBA in steals. He's still averaging over 20 points per game as Aprinas connects on a triple.
That's huge. Aprinas has made a couple of shots. Been a real struggle for him shooting the basketball. Make the first pass, sees the other side of the floor, and creates an easy one.
Great look by Westbrook to Steven Adams. Under 3 and 10 on the road. They've had some losses to poor teams as Westbrook again with the alley-oop to George. His first basket as a visiting player at Bankers Life Field up. Anthony with his hands up calling for the ball. Instead it ends up in the hands of Aprinas, who misses badly. Now Anthony gets his chance and he drills a 3. That time. And there goes Westbrook in transition where he's deadly. Finds the open man. George pays it off with a 3-ball, his second triple. Might do to his former teammate tonight. Westbrook breaks up the pass. Westbrook on the attack, kicks it out. Aprinas, 4-3, the 13th triple tonight for Oklahoma City. Trying to avoid going 3 games under 500. They're at Philly Friday, at the Knicks on Saturday, where Carmelo Anthony will play as a member of the visiting team for the first time in 8 years.
Westbrook penetrates, lost it momentarily, gets it back again. Double team, George, same spot, same result. 6-0 OKC. Missed a couple of games with a sprained ankle. Sarge on the switch picks up Westbrook. Carmelo Anthony's jumper. That's good. Anthony's been in a real shooting slump, losing recently to the Lakers and Phoenix. Westbrook out to Anthony. Anthony, one dribble, pull-up jumper. That's good. Anthony, excellent start. He's 3 for 3. Westbrook, nice feed inside. This time Grant catches and finishes.
That would be like taking LeBron James in his prime and say, we're not going to have you play anymore. We're just going to have you teach other players how to play.
You can have more of an impact, right?
It's difficult.
Westbrook, good ball movement here. Felton wide open, knocks down the three, and it's 48-33, timeout. And everybody that gets to know him says the same thing. Nice feet inside to Hustis.
Yeah, and what's the problem with him?
Knocked away by Westbrook. Anthony steps into a three-pointer. That's good. Carmelo Anthony from downtown. All right, Doris. Covington, in his first game back after missing the last two with the lower back injury, as Adams throws it down. Covington just 1 of 10 from the field. Oh, nice defensive play from Andre Robertson. Throw it inside, and Adams throws it down on a foul. Perfect pass from Westbrook. Steven Adams has done a fairly good job on him down the other end. Westbrook up and down goes Robertson. Quick timeout from Brett Brown. Russell Westbrook with some pinpoint alley-oop passes. Patterson comes out of the pack. Westbrook back out. George steps up three-pointer. It's good. Paul George from downtown. Back-to-back threes. Embiid stolen by Westbrook. Westbrook drives, goes to the rim. Back for Felton. Beautiful pass. And Felton able to put it home. It's up to 11.
Covington knocks in a three. Irrational confidence sometimes is a blessing.
George to the basket, ties the game. Redick picks him up on a switch, 6 to shoot. Westbrook inside Robertson. Robertson layup. This time he banks it home with 9.6 remaining. And the Sixers call timeout.
Second opportunity that time by the Knicks.
Pass inside Collison. Nick Collison, who does not play much anymore.
Robertson is out there for his defensive prowess.
Anthony spots up for three. That's good. And Anthony now 4 of 9 from the field.
The last game in the old Garden, I had a triple-double.
Anthony on a perfect pass from Westbrook. And Carmelo Anthony, the alley-oop finish.
Thriving from the line.
Got 13 points. Westbrook flips it out to George. George open, nails a three.
Usually George misfired on his shot. Not this time. Right in front of the Knicks bench.
Jarrett Jack.
Lee digging in on Westbrook.
Patterson for three. That's good.
Cantor, no reason for him not to be up on him. Got caught looking inside. Patterson making him pay.
Layup, missed it. Rebound, McDermott. And McDermott got pushed down. Westbrook inside. Back out Patterson. And Patterson hits the three.
Patterson been feasting. Remember his other two came from the corner. This time more on the elbow for Patterson.
He hasn't missed many. Westbrook 1 on 3.
Good transition D by the Knicks.
Paul George knocks down the three. And just like that, it's a 6-point game.
Good job by Dakari going out to challenge that shot by Harris.
Once again, Robertson underneath the basket. This time, he doesn't hesitate and he scores. As the rest of the Thunder shot 40% in New York. Westbrook with the steal. He's going to pitch it to Dakari Johnson, who's going to finish.
It looked good. That's the second time he's finished like that.
Over the top. Jeremy Grant checks into the ball game and hit in a hurry by Westbrook.
Thunder did a good job on that three-point defense. Chased him off that line. Good rotations.
Arenas outside left by himself for three. George gets it back in the near corner for three. No, Robertson the offensive rebound. Russell. Oh! How did he get that pass through there? Payne scoring 22-20 in the Thunder's favor. Robertson with another bucket deep.
That's his.
I'll tell you what, the Thunder is playing good physical defense. Odd man break, alley-oop. Westbrook to Grant, who serves up a little bit of rattlesnake jam.
Execution. Kind of plays the coaches will show you tomorrow and say, hey, this is what we want to continue to do.
Great action here. George for three from Russ. Anthony from Westbrook.
And then once they make a third pass, you're trailing the play. The fourth pass, you don't know where it's going. And there, big time play right there.
Half. Anthony catching, shooting. Rebound knocked to Westbrook, who's going to give Melo a shot deep to score.
Just sharing the basketball.
Makes both the free throws over the top. And
through the back door. Westbrook finds Robertson. You know, the Thunder rallied from 17 down to beat the Jazz here a couple of weeks ago. Dre was the first guy that Billy Donovan mentioned. That's a sweet pass in a tight space, showing the reverse.
Saw a whole lot of traffic, a whole lot of white shirts there, forcing to disrupt that.
Back door's open for Robertson from Russ.
Made threes in this quarter. That's why they're nursing a 4-point lead.
On the drive and dish, Anthony outside. Melo, hello for three from Russ. Westbrook and the Thunder will run. You can see what their strategy is to get numbers back across. That leaves the trailer, Anthony. A great look for three, and he scores. Westbrook, strip, gets it back over the top, Adams. No match for Collins. George jumping into the corners. That one clearly for three from Russ. More movement to the point with Dennis Schroeder out with a sprained ankle. Back door. I mean, you couldn't get a whole lot more open than Robertson. Point each side with 15 points off of first half turnovers. On the pick and roll, Adams outraces Plumlee to the rim.
A couple of head fakes and shot fakes.
Good help defense here by Adams and a steal. And look at him run the floor. There you go, big fella. Step on up to the bowl and you can have a bite to eat. Underline halftime. How about that? Eagle eyes. Like you like to say, Westbrook finding the cutter Robertson with Adams occupying the defense.
Good job by Dre keeping that ball alive.
Anthony. Rather Adams staying with it.
The Hawks have done a good job of muddying up the ball game. Forced the Thunder into some tough turnovers.
Over the top, Westbrook finds Robertson.
And that's the
that
baseline by Dre.
Josh Houston's playing for Paul George here as we get into the late stages of the quarter. Anthony for three. He's got 5 in the ball game. Baseball throws the ball away.
Good job. Paul George getting his body in the way.
George with his third steal. Grant converts. Thunder on the high side. Off the screen from Adams. George at the free throw line scores. Anthony screening. The kick back. Melo for three. And he gets the shooter's roll. Give him 7 on the night.
Jazz managed just 9 points in that opening quarter, and that's really a key tonight. Jazz have got to get off to a strong start tonight. Carmelo, corner 3.
The Jazz are going to come out on top.
Now his last 2, 5.5 turnovers, 8.5 points. Only 2 of 7 from downtown.
No one there to box out Favors.
And Matt Hood setting himself up for a, going to have to gain a little confidence. He's 0 for 5 and underneath the pass to George.
When you have 3 stars on the court that can play isolation in any point of the game, that's an advantage.
Carmelo's open. Rarely misses that shot from 15 baseline. Confrontation so far. First
Donovan.
Jazz man to hit double figures, and it's Donovan Mitchell.
He might be smaller, but he's not going to back down. And Carmelo started the game with a 3-point shot.
Well, let me just warn those folks, sit down a lot because he'll eat you out of house and home. George off balance.
Oh, tough shot. Tough shot coming into his off leg.
Westbrook will inbound. George got away from O'Neal. Rips the net for 3 more.
He's good tonight. He's having a nice game.
9-point game.
He brought Adams over to try to block a shot, which freed up Favors on that offensive board.
How about Paul George, a little knuckleball jumper, 26. Early, it was either one of the 3 had a good game. Hood, 9 on 3 of 14 shooting. Westbrook on a lob. Adams kind of puts an exclamation point on the game tonight.
We all know that you have the one-on-one and then you have the pick and rolls from the wings. A big thing right now is you must stop Steven Adams right there. Screen for George down on the baseline. See, they'll kick it out to Robertson all night long. He has to prove that he can make the shot.
A long 2 by Anthony falls, and Carmelo knocks down his first 2 jump. Eric Gordon on the drive, missing the reverse layup. And Westbrook in a rush.
You got to get back here now.
Westbrook drives and kicks it.
Smart play. Oklahoma City, that you have to get back, not only on misses, but on makes.
Good catch and shoot by Paul George. Paul George coming off his best game, second best game offensively of the season.
Well, this is the start that we were hoping for, and we're hoping you keep it up to 48.
Yeah, pretty good pace as Westbrook drops another dime. This one to Robertson. I think I know about that.
Yeah.
Adams tipped it in and fouled. What a play by Adams.
And Anderson right now is 2 for 3 in the 3-ball.
Here's Paul George, guarded by Ariza. Tough fadeaway. It's nothing but net.
Yeah, he's having a very good game. He shoots over 40%. That's the thing that you love if you're the coach.
Westbrook, nice feed inside Robertson. Robertson won the game in Philadelphia with that very pass from Westbrook. Another offensive rebound. He's got 7. Eustace from downtown. Butter.
Give yourself a chance to get a higher percentage shot.
There's George. Good pump
nice
fake.
move.
One dribble, escape dribble, and move. PG. Harden in rhythm. Was looking for the contact.
Clean block.
Westbrook made the steal. Westbrook everywhere. Robertson with the layup.
Great play. Great play.
Valanciunas short. Westbrook looking over the top. Adams engaged one-on-one with Valanciunas. Separates and scores. Wow, that's a man-sized move right there. The closing stages of the victory over Houston the other night. Adams with the deflection there. Andre Robertson was absolutely aces and has been in the early going. A little bit of showtime off the turnover as Westbrook finds Melo on the lob.
Get that ball back across under a lot of pressure.
Off DeRozan's miss. Anthony working off the screen from Adams, and he scores right down Main Street. That might have caused him to drop to 23rd. He's been a real find for the Raptors. Adams flat-footed.
That's a tough shot. That's a high-level shot. Real clever with the basketball.
Fred VanVleet, star at Wichita State, on the floor, checking Westbrook off the pick and roll. That's an and one for Adams. Outscored him 16-6 over the last 5.5 minutes of play. Anthony. That's how you post a guy up.
At the free throw line. This is an excellent free throw shooting team.
The cutter Robertson as Adams occupies the defense.
Which is something he has not traditionally shot.
On the screen roll, Adams with the jump stop. You know, when they get to closing the gate on him and seal it deep, that jump stop has become his best. Most of those at the line for Toronto. Westbrook finds George on the wing for 3. Westbrook driving from the elbow and scoring. Russell with his 11th assist. Adams shooting 7 of 8.
Good job by Steven Adams. 15 offensive rebounds so far for the Thunder as well.
Oh, yeah.
The Thunder doing a good job, better job of closing out on shooters. The bench has come in and done a solid job as well, too. They're knocking down the long ball.
In a hurry on Milwaukee. Keep going.
Third in the NBA in fouls.
Adams raised it up like the Statue of Liberty.
On that play.
And that was a foul. Westbrook stays with it and finds Grant sneaking through the back door.
They're always looking for him. He's their #1 guy.
Felton for 3. Nice pass inside, and the lead is 8. Timeout Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo has it knocked out of his hands by Robertson. The return pass and a pretty little reverse as Westbrook finds him on the lead. Westbrook driving, kicking, Eustace for 3, bang! Eustace, we have a problem. Westbrook going to give it up. Grant is going to pack it for the Bucks. Westbrook will attack, no. Offensive rebound in the bucket for Grant. Anthony on the catch and shoot, scores for 3. It's a 5-point game. Nowitzki's hometown of Würzburg, Germany. Offline on his first touch. Behind the defense, Adams powers that one past Nowitzki as Dallas's defense tried to close and collapse. The three, George might have got a piece of that. That thing died like a quail. That was pretty basketball.
Plays just like that. We've got to get to those plays, those hustle plays.
Inside, George got the step on Matthews and the design play. Yes, indeed.
All he needs is his time to keep getting stronger. He's around some great defenders. He's got a great look here as well.
From three, si senor. Matthews slows down Russ, but the trailer. Anthony for three. Got it. Thunder on the high side.
With you on both ends of the floor.
That recovery he made on Antetokounmpo the other night. Anthony, the straightaway three, score. 5 of his last 6 games. The kick out. George got it for 3. Might have taken that shot from Broken Arrow. Westbrook driving, kicking. Anthony for 3. He's got it again.
This call, if you're going to call that on one end, you got to call it on the other.
George outside, calling his own number, scoring over Wesley Matthews, punishing him for the late close. George with 22 points. Smith has his pass deflected by Eustace. 2-on-1 break. Anthony to the rim, and he scores. 4.5 seconds to shoot for the Mavericks. Powell blocked by Grant. Westbrook finding Ferguson.
As Randall misses. And look at Westbrook go behind the back. And now Anthony raising and hitting a 3.
I'm giving myself a 20-second timeout just with the sight in my mind.
You asked. Here's Melo. Got Randall off his feet. What a veteran move.
And when fatigue came in, we realized, let's go get another point guard. So midway through my first year, we went and got another point guard to give me some spot minutes off the bench.
8 points, 3 assists, 2 rebounds. I think the rebounding thing is still the thing that's most amazing. What a great pass, though, by Westbrook to Anthony for the
comfortable, but can he initiate offense? And right now, Ingram is better doing that than Kuzma.
George can do that pretty well. Drills the 3. Westbrook has 10 to go with 5 assists. Nice pass to Adams. They work so well together as Adams finishes. Thunder looking to run again. Great screen again for the big man. Anthony knocks it down, but that was all Adams creating space.
Find a way to get to the body of Carmelo Anthony and give some help. There's no resistance right now from the Lakers.
Wow, Eustace with the monster finish off the alley-oop from Westbrook. Yeah,
tickets are a little different.
Yeah, exactly. Well, those seats that Mr. and Mrs. George have tonight, pretty pricey. Good start for the Thunder here in the third with Terrence Ferguson, a rookie.
And when you find out who's not, you get rid of them. This is the time to lead if you're Luke Walton, and make sure that you lead these troops and make sure that the right message is being sent. And take away the microphone as Adams with the big time finish.
Freshman phenom for Oklahoma. They're playing Oklahoma State tonight as the Thunder get an easy basket out of the timeout. Westbrook calling off the screen, fires to Adams, who gets 2.
Last night against his favorite team as a kid, the Lakers, put up 24 points in 27 minutes as Steven Adams gets the roll.
He's one of the best scorers in the game in the half court. You don't have to be predictable and telegraph every play.
4th team foul called on the Clippers. Nice touch. Could not finish, and Westbrook is on it. Anthony passed on the shot, goes for the 2.
It's behind you at the rim.
You don't like the 40-plus paint points for the Clippers. I'm with you.
There is Carmelo Anthony showing the touch. In LA, and the Clippers have a 2-point lead on the Thunder. Oh, beautiful pass. Westbrook to George. Yes, and the foul. George from the top of the circle for 3.
All right, so Mark, that's the same play, but this time Paul George makes the read. He bounces back off of Melo for the 3.
Along with 13 rebounds. Paul George. The 35% mark was not bad. Westbrook. Ferguson. Yes. 8-0 run here by the Clippers. Felton on a catch and shoot. Yes. Westbrook works off the screen. Lively one bounce and a beauty for George. Westbrook. Played on a switch by Griffin. George. Paul George.
Here's Adams outside. Fires it off to George. Tyler Ulis starting out tonight defensively on Westbrook and Paul George. Ulis diving in. He'll be looking for help tonight. Adams inside. Adams getting great post position inside.
Yeah, we always hear that. Too strong, too big to get his rhythm going. Then it doesn't matter who's guarding.
First field goal there, but Booker. Lob inside. Westbrook to Adams, just way too easy. Check in quickly with Lindsey Smith.
Thanks, guys. Well, I caught up with Coach Jay Triano at the half, and I asked him, how do you remain in control of this one? And he said, contain their big three.
Booker sets up for the long three. Front iron.
That's a great pass.
Beautiful pass. Booker head down on the drive. Adams may have got a piece of it as he rolls down the baseline. George sets up for three, and the run continues. Suns on a 5-0 run, and then how about that elevation and hammer by Steven Adams.
Stake here is to get three-point happy. You're the Suns. You have a lead. One thing you don't want to do is to feel like, oh, we're rolling.
Felton leaves it short. Adams inside. Come on. And Booker's going to have his hands full trying to stay in front of Russell Westbrook as Anthony hits the long two.
Well, he sets the tone. There's no doubt about it.
Over the top. That'll help.
And that's setting the tone right there. You've seen that play so many times. That time a little bit lower.
Back. Shot clock did not reset. Here comes Russell. The dump down inside. Adams has a little bit of time, and he scores.
And what a great hustle by Terrence Ferguson. Got a shot block, stayed in the play.
Plays as Nurkic coughs it up. Connaughton picks up Westbrook. Russell looking for George to the back door, and he scores easy.
Smart play by Russell Westbrook. He pulled it out. He saw the Trailblazers had numbers. It's been contested. That was no different as he knocked it down.
George the straightaway three scores. PG 13.
Right to him. You can tell that was a set play to go after the rookie, Terrence Ferguson.
In the corner. Anthony from Westbrook for three. Out of Nurkic. George running. Westbrook looking inside. Adams scoring. Oh, what a pretty pass. Bang, bang, bang. Ferguson. Portland only 4 assists in the first half. That ties a season low for a Thunder opponent. Melo, hello. Off the screen from Adams. He's feeling it now. Anthony steps away. Boy, that one hard dribble started to back a couple of guys up, and then he rears up and fires to Scolation. Felton for three. You're going to have some of those fall if you're going to get back into this game early. But as Portland has gone smaller and to a more active style of offense, George for three here. Serious damage, Michael, in the paint for Portland. George double clutching and knocking down his 5th triple of the ball game. PG-13 gets some help.
That looked like a lot of contact on that play. If you're Thunder, you'll take it.
The trailing three for Anthony. Melo, hello!
2-on-1. He got it done. Coach, I was thinking about you last night on that closeout there as Westbrook takes it in. The Raptors lost the game against the Heat last night on a bad closeout when Ellington got by on the baseline for the game-winning bucket. There's Westbrook. Got a good screen from Adams. Adams inside, finally gets one to go. He's been struggling tonight in the paint. Back to Westbrook with 10 on the shot clock. Out to Melo, put it on the deck. The mid-range jumper is good.
and you get Gibson, you get Butler, and then off the bench, Crawford is your first guy. So 4 of your top 6. Oh, okay.
And a great way to end the first half for OKC and Melo.
Talk about it. Oh, boy.
Missed both. They got it back, though, off the rebound. Melo got it this time. And that's going to make it a 13-point game.
Since Wednesday, lost that game at Minnesota. They've lost 3 in a row.
They've lost 3 in a row by double figures. The OKC Thunder, they had Abrinas in the starting lineup as Robertson was still out.
The steal leads to 2. That's something to worry about. Still a really quick timeout called by Stephen Silas.
I like that, to get his team's attention on the offensive end of the floor, but defensively, that's 2 dunks.
That pass was too strong for Dwight. Look at Westbrook go. Yep. The quickness of Westbrook to set up shop got Adams a layup. It's the truth, folks. 12-point first half for the captain. George got away from Batum. Adams is through MKG aside.
Yeah.
Brevin Knight. He was a wonderful stealer of the basketball.
Thief in the night, you might say.
That's a good one.
He's usually able to go straight to the bucket.
Over the top. Adams checked by Paulie Stein. Clears some space, spins baseline, and scores in your lap. 3 for Labissiere will not fall. The Thunder with only 5 helpers and 10 turnovers. Westbrook leaving it to Grant on the baseline, and he cuts the score. Felt he had a mouse in the house named Westbrook, and he rolls that one out.
And if you're Russ, you're happy with that because he didn't even try to post him up.
George is offline. Garrett Temple has only missed a couple of shots tonight. Anthony right back into it, scores for 3 to put the Thunder on the high side.
Asking for a bailout from the officials, but
Thunder's got a chance to establish a 2-possession lead, and do, and how. Melo with 11 in the quarter.
I tell my son that the same thing.
Right.
Look, man, I love you, but I'm hard on
your own. You're responsible.
I'm not cutting you any slack.
Here we go again. The Thunder not cutting the Kings any slack inside. At least a double-double with a couple triple-doubles thrown into that. High pass, Patterson brings it down and scores for 3. That's an Anthony Morrow shot right there. But he's shooting 2 out of 10 in this game. Shot clock getting deep. Abrinas from Russ. The straightaway 3. Senor. Paulie Stein gets it back. Anthony swats it out of his hands. Westbrook on the drive. George on the cut.
Hope finds Randall. Randall gives it to OKC. Little ragged at the offensive end, and a good, easy bucket to start the game for Robertson.
And make multiple threes in a game. Started last year in Brooklyn.
Nice look inside, and Robertson has another easy layup courtesy of Russell Westbrook. Nothing run going. Corner 3, Alex Abrinas hits the 3-pointer.
Ryan, but it's just like he's not really as involved as Adams hits that little floater.
Defensive end, Westbrook just 1 of 9. Hits it out to Melo. Catch and shoot is pure. And he's got 6 points in the ball game.
That's a really nice pass by Lopez.
Adams finishing on the alley-oop.
Championship teams.
And they went back-to-back. Matched up against Melo here. Nice rip-through move. Boy, Melo made that look easy.
Great shooting team. They only shoot 45%, 35% in threes. And a very poor foul shooting.
Still getting into the flow here with his new team. 5-point lead for the Thunder. George straight away, and that's what he's been doing from 3-point territory this year.
In the paint.
LeBron goes 1 for 2 from the line. Now 24 points shy of hitting 30,000, and Paul George with his second 3-ball of the day.
For him to get going. The 3-point game, he's only shooting 25%, but it's only 6 games.
And Adams again, he'll be inside. He's got 10. Paul George has 10. This year, a little below 8 points per game.
You know, it's interesting, almost the same amount of shots from a year ago.
And that's a shot that Carmelo Anthony rarely misses.
And deflections. That's why they are dynamite in transition.
One dribble pull-up by Carmelo Anthony, and he's starting to heat up a little bit too.
Again, look out. They got a 4-on-3 here. Nice.
Inside, Robertson with a layup. Good find by Westbrook.
See, Westbrook leads the league in assists. We know that. George came down, and he was behind the backboard, and he maneuvered out, beating LeBron James.
George for three. Got another one. Paul George with his fourth three ball of the afternoon.
Well, he's only shooting in the high 30s. Okay, not only there, but he is struggling on the three ball. Nice move.
Great ball fake by Melo for the layup. Westbrook off the screen. Kicks it out to George. Nobody's been able to contain Paul George here in the first half. And, man, he is vaporizing that Cleveland defense.
To the floor, okay, with balls that are not hitting the rim.
They've hit the side of the backboard twice and shot an air ball once. And Melo is starting to heat up. Quarter.
Right.
And Ty Lue to the point where he has said he might change up their routine here this afternoon. Adams with the short floater. And against LeBron James. Kicks it to the corner. The extra pass, the catch and shoot to Melo. That's great looking offense, Hubie Brown. Postseason, the playoffs for the last 4 consecutive years as a member of the Knicks. But he looks like he's headed that way this year. Paul George inside over LeBron James. Heard from head coach Ty Lue saying that he's passed up a lot of shots this year that we don't want him to pass up. Paul George not passing up much, if any, here. He's got 29 now.
There's not a lot of blocks, and they're 21st in steals. They're all bad numbers, okay, that which dictate how your defense goes.
And those numbers looking even worse today with the hot shooting of Carmelo Anthony now with 23 points.
Conference during the year. He was a high percentage shooter, and no, he's not bashful. He'll take the shot, and then he's also an excellent defender. Sure, they want to get a switch.
Melo, mid-range.
There you go.
He is the maestro of the mid-range. Knocks down another one.
Losses. So we could go anywhere. You could slip very quickly from 4th to 8th in a hurry.
That's that tight in the Western Conference.
You want, but Cleveland has got to sheer up their defense. Think about it. Now we know Love only played 3 minutes. They had to make a lot of different units there.
Really, that's one of our keys to the game tonight. Plays like that.
George rocking back and scoring over Crabbe with the offense bench. It's also the 14th foul against Brooklyn here in the quarter. Stay aggressive, and you'll get to the free throw line. Paul George, nice little spin move as he fades away at the elbow.
I like the fact he chased a really good three-point shooter, Allen Crabbe, off that three-point line.
Westbrook is back for the Thunder. Patterson jumping into it. He's got it again for 3. And it's a 2-point game. Patterson, his effectiveness for 3. You know, he had knee surgery in the offseason. For 3, here's Houston. He's got it. George trying to give it up inside. Adams through Westbrook. To Anthony off the screen. He scores. Robertson rubbed out Damari Carroll. Adams rolling to the bucket and he scores.
Oh, he did a good job of taking contact.
The good crew, Shaq Sarda, Kevin Cutler, Ronnie Garrettson. And here we go. Inside to Adams with a beautifully timed throw by Russell Westbrook.
On the year, the ball,
it was
sticking offensively.
It's Adams inside, and that one goes.
29% shooting, 29% here in this first half.
Reggie, they shot 31 in Dallas on Monday. 3 is down. That's Paul George with a triple.
He said we've got to make layups. We've got to knock down the easy shots to gain some confidence here. He said we got some great open looks, but that means nothing if we can't knock them down. As of course the Thunder knocked down 2 more.
Junior picked up by Westbrook. Into traffic, off to George, and that's the result with another assist by Russell. He's got 41, that is a season high. Pull up, he's on the side, he wants to drive, he finds Carmelo!
5-4. Paul George open, connects on a dish from Westbrook. Over and back, the call on the Pistons. OKC gets it back. Westbrook, Steven Adams. There he is, collecting the pass and converting from the paint to 15, OKC. George lunges and rips the net. Looked like a triple. They'll review it.
Needed.
Westbrook in front to Adams, and Adams strikes again.
He's reliable, isn't he? Good hands, catches everything. Value for the Pistons as a tempo changer.
Yeah. Carmelo nails another.
Wow.
Patterson, top side of Westbrook. Quick touch pass to Arenas, and he triples. What a pass by Westbrook.
2 minutes until the half. 2 minutes.
Paul George quickly from the corner. Long guns it home.
Paul George looks like an all-star.
Very happy Russell Westbrook spoke up for him. Says that may mean a lot in terms of where he plays next year. He's got Langston Galloway on him. Gets it back from Westbrook to the baseline for the jumper. Yes! Robertson with the rebound. Russell Westbrook to forecourt. Deep to Adams, lays it in.
Terrific passer. Terrific passer, Russell Westbrook.
Fitting in, he said, you know what he's really good at, guys? He's a great communicator, great transition player as well. He's really adapted well to this team now. But like you guys said, defense a little underrated, but primarily because he's a great communicator.
Keeping a little bit closer. Patterson to Westbrook. Carmelo with a shot. He hits it, and that's a three. 98-81 with 11 rebounds. Triple-double tally, and Adams scores from in front. Adams has 13.
Gage, and he came in very seasoned as a result. Off the break, George against Saric, and Paul George is going to win most of those. Says he was hit on the wrist, too, didn't get the call. Wing, Ferguson getting the start for Robertson, who is done for the season. Adams on the alley-oop. Westbrook on the move. To George. Got it. Paul George with 9. I'm not sure Coach trusts him that much yet, Doris. Grant. That one goes down. Loss against OKC in Philadelphia back in mid-December. 2 seconds to go. George. It'll count. Got it! PG on time! Here in the first 24 minutes into the third quarter, George on the baseline, right at Embiid, who chose not to contest that dunk.
Now playing with Simmons and Embiid.
Inside, boy, Paul George has it firing on all cylinders here. Chance for the Thunder to take the lead here. Paul George for the lead. Got it!
Thunder has made 5 of its last 6 shots, making 6 out of 7. Well, I'll tell you what, you make it easy when you're able to sky it over the big man for the line.
George. Got it! Another 3 by PG. Strongest player in the league. He felt all of those screens that Adams was setting that night. Melo catching 2-3. Simmons trying to stick Westbrook. Adams on the feed. And Brett Brown calls timeout. New Zealand last year and spent some time with him vacationing in his native country. Adams doing it New Zealand style. 6 on the shot clock. Adams with the jump hook.
It's February 8th, followed by the opening ceremony February 9th on NBC. Paul George. Can't give a team a second chance opportunity off of missed free throws. And that's where Paul George makes you pay. Adams muscling in, is fouled, and he scores. Great to have you with us tonight. Wizards looking for their 28th win on the year. Paul George, and that's just like a layup for him. With no call. It's as good as you can play him. Into the corner, George got it. Westbrook to take advantage. He got fouled, no call, and Adams there to clean it up. And the Thunder have their largest lead of 6. Oh, nice play And Carmelo turned around like a receiver on an out pattern.
I keep cutting my eyes over at the Oklahoma City bench to see if Paul George is getting up because he's played so well.
It's a three-point field goal from Josh Eustace. Abrinas will try to answer and does. Too easy. He just rolled away from that. Wide open.
Right there, Jamal Murray, a second-year player out of Kentucky.
Well, what was one of the things that worried Billy Donovan? He said this Nuggets team, nice pass from Westbrook to Adams.
Just a hair. He's getting a lot of attention, certainly, since he's been putting up so many big numbers.
Well, obviously, too, but nice alley-oop from Westbrook again to Adams.
He's got Harris on the wing, 8-5. Carmelo. Chandler defends. Chandler's been battling migraines, and Carmelo has started 2 for 2. 33% three-point shooter. Denver's got that lead of 5. They've led by 6. George inside with a floater. Paul George, not as good as it's been, as a drive inside. Will not go in by Murray. Picked up Abrinas. Here comes Westbrook. On the move, kicks it out. George the triple.
Both teams here are excellent in transition.
He plays a lot of G League, but he plays here in the NBA. Jeremy Grant got the good feed and sails in for the deuce.
Who he is. I mean, you know he's starting at point guard, but he's a scoring point guard.
Paul George against Craig.
Yeah. 5 of 6 now for Paul George.
Tuesday inside. Murray defended by Anthony and picked up by Grant. Both teams are shooting over 50%. And help right there with Abrinas on an early release and a quick 2.
Starting with Boston has the toughest schedule through the 25th of February in the NBA based on opponent win percentage. Adams gets deep this time and scores on Chandler.
7 of 11 from the field to go along with 18 points.
Grant will contort and drive and get it to go. And a foul called inside on Denver for Denver. And as we talked to Mike Malone before the game, he said turnovers will be a killer because this team cashes in on more turnovers than anybody. Grant got it from Westbrook, and he's got 11 assists. You think the flu, he's ill, he's back in the locker room getting fluids. It's Carmelo.
Too easy. He can just back Will Barton all the way underneath the rim.
Everything dropping. Everything is going in. 57% shooting for the Nuggets in strike. Grant, who finishes strong.
Here. You heard it here, folks.
I think it's going to be a very good game.
Yes, sir. No, I do not.
A nice leading shot will drop in there for Jamal Murray. As Adams will slam it at the other end. We've had a total of 10 free throws taken by both teams in this game. Boy, Paul George has got the stroke.
Seems like every time the Thunder start to knock on the door, the Nuggets have an answer.
Abrinas with another three-point shot.
I mean, this is a throwback.
Jokic had a triple-double against Dallas Saturday. Paul George, 12 of 16 with 27.
Mirotic
from today in the trade Chicago. Into Grant, drives and
nice. Nice.
Good, another 19 assists by Russell Westbrook.
Yes, they are. But Steven Adams has his hands full.
George got the great feed on the perimeter.
And you see the chemistry that I'm talking about between Westbrook and Paul George.
What a shot by Murray.
We're having an old-fashioned shootout here.
George, it's down.
What is going on here, partner?
One flamethrower after another.
He's got his head up. He's looking for his options. Ferguson did a nice job of busting to the near corner. Then the dump-off pass to Adams under the basket.
I like that probing the defense. Just, you know, not really forcing anything. Almost got to Gary Harris late in the ball game where he hit that game-winning three.
There's a mismatch, and Anthony back from Rondo all the way into Canadian County to score that. Westbrook with another rebound. He is on fire off the glass here in the first quarter. Speaking of mouse in the house, that's Gulliver and the Lilliputians right there.
Right. That's another mouse in the house.
And then Davis trying to go right back. Adams loses the ball. Westbrook turns and says something to Rondo before he drops it off to Adams for the two-handed sledge.
Unless it's Anthony Davis, and they're already leaning very heavily on him.
Abrinas The angle three. Sí, señor. The Thunder has hit 6 of its last 9 shots after missing 6 of its first 8.
They're getting one post up after another. Not able to get any rebounds on the offensive end, or the Pelicans either.
On the drive and kick, Anthony, the catch and shoot. 3, bang!
Control, he could finish in transition.
Davis at the top, stoned by Eustace. Pelicans wanted a goaltending call, might have a case, but let's see if we can do it at this end. Yes, we can.
It's been ever since that 10-4 deficit to start the ball game. The Thunder.
Miller pulls the chair on Grant, but he keeps his balance and scores. With 4 minutes remaining in the first half, he has scored the Pelicans' last 6 points. Over the top passes again. Well, you can't stop that pass to certain point. You just can't stop it. That lead now 10. The Pelicans shooting 8 of 10 from the floor in the quarter. The Thunder has missed 7 of 9 shots. Abrinas gathering, firing, scoring for 3. Abrinas set up above the break by Westbrook. Adams the offensive rebound. George this time. The straightaway 3 scores it. And it's a 5-point game once again. With 9 boards, he's 1 rebound away from a triple-double. Adams, as Davis falls, he's fouled in the act and 1. Grant secures the rebound. Thought Gallo got away with a foul. Grant is going to go right into Diallo's body and score.
I don't know what the official was seeing underneath the basket. Tough play the Thunder got to recover from.
George off the screen from Adams. He scores for 3. That'll help.
They have heat on Ferguson. All right, the fact that he is an excellent rebounder for his size, even at the pro level.
Paul George with the mid-range jump shot is good, and he's on the board.
That in pro act, coaches understand that. Ingram was the guy at the other end of the floor. He said, I'm going to take him right there. And there was an extra pass.
Adams with the easy flush. Dunk a basketball until his senior year of high school. Adams inside with the flush.
Well, Adams is having a sensational. Well, the main thing is, from a production standpoint, he's had 3 games of over 30 points.
Yeah.
Now, see, that's what you like.
See if they make that adjustment. Adams back to Westbrook. Guarded by Randall.
Oh,
he thread the needle on that pass to Adams.
Resume of offensive moves.
Westbrook has hit his last 8 field goals. It'll be Melo's turn here. And he finally connects from downtown. Right.
He handles the ball the way they play. He handles the ball so much. All right. The big thing is that it puts a lot of pressure on him on the double teams and the trap. You're absolutely right.
Randall lost the handle. Pardon me. Ingram losing the handle. All day to fire away for Paul George.
Got to be careful here now. Got to be careful. Here now, you got to be careful. It's up to 8 here.
Josh Hart earning more minutes. Adams with the floater is good.
You hear the boos for Westbrook.
This is what we came to see, Ray.
Yeah.
Boy, I tell you, that's the one area, the chemistry between Steven Adams and Russell Westbrook, boy, has grown exponentially this season.
I think he has a chip still on his shoulders. Oh, what a move there by Jeremy Grant. Nice dish off there by Westbrook. The Warriors, 4 turnovers. We talked about them. 27th in the league. Nice dish again. Westbrook to Jeremy Grant, who has come in and been fantastic here in this first quarter.
But they are having trouble, Warriors, with this pick and roll. And it continues. Their third quarters is really like, it should be their first quarters.
How about the hesitation there by Paul George?
So poised.
Like it's because they had already beat you down once in their place. And you know, all the images as Abrinas knocks down another 3.
And let them know, hey, every game counts. Caspi a little bit late, but he stayed with it. He came out and had a big second half dominating the paint. Grant knocking down that triple. And
you don't want one of these other guys taking a shot at Westbrook or Paul George on a drive.
Enough with the beanie?
I think it's warm enough inside.
I'll take it off.
Steven
Adams early into the paint.
Difficult shot, but good defense, better offense.
Response from Paul George. Russell up top to Steven Adams. OKC doing a nice job of just covering space right now. Fish at the three-point line, challenging. And Steven Adams +6 in the game, under 6 to go. Russell Westbrook with the steal. Russell Westbrook in transition. And Jeremy Grant to the rim.
Westbrook directing traffic, isolated with Hill. He'll drive, he'll kick. Anthony steps inside, scores!
Between the two guys, and I think that's going to continue to be the question about this Thunder squad is, can they find ways to play offense that can make all 5 guys?
Melo 3 on the way. Just off. Reload. Bang!
Which leads to sometimes more difficult situations.
Beautiful pin in by Tristan Thompson, and LeBron with a great find to George Hill. And Paul George comes right back.
Cavaliers for many years, and Larry feels rejuvenated in a sense, having the opportunity to be back at home in Cleveland.
Inside, Grant with the left-handed reverse. Sorry, Larry. Didn't happen that time. Paul George, 3 on the way. That's off. Russell scrapping. Melo 3. That's in.
Hardly a rhythm shot. Harrison trying to go for the foul against Westbrook. Westbrook and Adams.
We're going to wear the ascot, partner. Okay. There's a lot of things that I'll experiment, try with. The ascot is not. If I can't walk in with the cigar, why do I have the ascot? And Paul George. Then they have long guys on their wing as their other wing players and bigs. Good job with their hands.
And a lot for Steven Adams.
Their defense is always open. Teams that will play them as they get to the playoffs, they'll have to do a better job of not giving up that slot 3 on a regular basis. And they are finding each other over the top.
And Felton on the floor for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Danger
Paul George.
time.
Yes, it is. Because right now, Paul George steps into a wide open 3.
The Grizzlies offense.
I mean, Oklahoma City shooting 60%. And Paul George is going to get another open 3. 19 baskets. Paul George made another one.
The rim instead.
Kari Johnson inside post up. Our first look at him. Now Westbrook. Again, 1 assist shy of the triple-double. Ferguson for 3. And there it is. A triple-double. 5 gone by in the 4th. Westbrook wrap around to Adams. That is just a great pass. And an 11th assist from Russell Westbrook.
Thunder.
Adams with the screen. Anthony the pull-up. Put it in. To watch. Shooting 53% from the floor. And the Grizzlies lost Paul George.
With who they got. And you get veterans, but you also get a nice injection of youth on that team as Paul George continues to cook from the three-point line.
Shot clock at 7 for Westbrook. Carmelo for 3. Grizzlies take their final timeout.
There's the man you were talking about. So good leading up to the break from downtown.
Yeah, they've missed him.
Yes, they have.
Tried to plug several different guys into that spot.
He ruptured his left patellar tendon, and there's Paul George with his second 3. And the defense of Oklahoma City, much different than we've seen in the previous 2 matchups.
Yeah, very, very much more aggressive. And obviously their offense is leading to aggressive defense because they're making baskets, getting to set up 5-on-5.
Well, geez, these teams catching fire.
Now, Carmelo's brought his shooting shirt along with him, hasn't he?
But he healed no good. He went through the weak side, up and under. But when he's in a groove, you got problems on your hand, and he's in a groove right now. Rebound taken by Westbrook, and look at Adams leak out. That's the second time that's happened in the first half.
Well, the Kings defense has picked up as well. LeBoussiere has really been good. That time, obviously, Steven Adams got away from Willie Cauley's time.
2 for 1. Westbrook gets Temple turn. Melo and Carmelo with his 5th three-pointer, 67-60.
Oh, a little push off there by Paul George.
Westbrook now kicks out to Melo.
Well, nice kick out there by Russell Westbrook.
Of course, you know, it's funny you say that. You look at a team, you got Russell Westbrook, you got Paul George, you got this guy, Steven Adams, you have Carmelo Anthony.
Really putting up superior numbers.
There's George.
Boy, he is so good too, isn't he?
He sure is. He's got 24 points.
George back up top, and they go to Anthony, being guarded by Pachulia. Drives past him, gets inside, and throws it down. An impressive move there from Carmelo Anthony, who liked the mismatch. The mark, Jeremy Grant quickly outlets to Westbrook. Anthony, little shuffle.
And Kerr is bringing Draymond Green back into the ballgame.
Down tipped and taken by Felton. Inside, beautiful pass, and Steven Adams throws it down. Westbrook with the assist. Off to a slow start. He's just 2 for 7. He has had some huge games against his former team as Grant throws it down. Westbrook with a bullet pass and a chance for a three-point play for Jeremy Grant.
This is when they're at the pass. This is beautiful offense the last couple of possessions. About 4 or 5 straight making plays.
Adams again gets in the paint and flips it up and in. He's their first player in double figures with 10. He had to come down now that he's really the 3rd offensive option for this team.
And I give him credit.
McGee, a silly foul there as Adams had the dunk through the net before he hit him. Golden State trying to take advantage. Inside to Durant, stripped and stolen by George. Durant thought he got hit. Westbrook inside, Houston for the slam. Paul George, the NBA steals leader.
Vucevic, as Adams gets in the paint there, fumble. More than PG-13 as well.
They reset on the screen roll. Adams finishes at the rim. Over the top, Adams springing into an easy layup. Westbrook gets Simmons off his feet and then feeds Adams deep. The Thunder, Gordon with 9 points on 3 of 4 shooting.
Oh, that was a tough shot, banked it in off one leg.
Another tough shot, and Adams has 10 points already on 5 of 6 shooting.
There to him.
On the drive and kick, George from the corner scores it for 3. To build to this lead, which is now 10 points. That's moved by Adams, and up and under finish.
I don't know how you got that shot up. That was beautiful.
Stevens' passing skills have improved almost before our very eyes. That'll be an and 1 for Patterson. And the sequence, that action started off that high post pass.
Simmons is a right-handed player, and he stepped out of bounds.
Using Adams as a dummy on the pick and roll, and then Abrina's cutting backside baseline. Adams with the recovery.
Just enough to really force him to miss that shot. That was a chippy.
Wing 3 for Houston, scores! 4 points is the Thunder's largest lead of the ball game.
Take a look at that, folks. I didn't really see that contact.
Grant up and under and is able to coach that one down as he got past Gordon on the baseline. Shots over the last 5 minutes.
Well, just attack the basket. Don't settle for outside shots. Get to the rim.
George for 3. Bang! USA.
Jeremy Grant inside. I mean, right down on that right low block. Maybe a little closer to the basket than the 30K hoop over Larry Nance Jr. Abrina screens. Westbrook drives. Finds Jeremy Grant, who just went in with the Carmelo foul, and Grant hits a 3. Last 6 field goals for Dallas. Back down here, Westbrook. Over to Josh Houston. Houston has been the starter since the All-Star break, but it was in the very early moments of the game. From the backside, Westbrook gambles and is able to steal it. And goes ahead to Terrence Ferguson. Powell, fancy little scoop shot, wouldn't go in. Transition, here comes Grant again. Rick Carlisle.
Oklahoma City looks like they are scrambling, trying to figure out what to do.
They're out of sorts, but that will help them. Raymond Felton drains a 3.
And have that great rotation.
Paul George to answer.
He popped this wrist too.
He did.
For the Thunder with a fresh shot clock. Westbrook finds the cutting Hustis, who rips it down quickly. And Booker looking back and acknowledging to Jay Triano, that one's on me.
Huge pickup for him because he can defend. And if he doesn't have to worry about offense, he'll give them what Robinson gave them, I believe.
Aaron's Ferguson able to knock down the corner three. 13 points already for Booker, who is in pursuit of 4,000 career points, is Adams. It's a little one-hand. And right back comes Ferguson. It's $100 to Suns Charities.
Paul George didn't fake that. That's just the strength of Devin Booker. Adams doesn't miss that shot. I mean, Westbrook gets a ton of his assists. No.
Welcome to the 4,000 Club, Mr. Booker. Proud to own the three-point zone. Fulton Homes donates $100 to Suns Charities.
Devins can't worry about that. Don't take your mindset off where you are. You can't get all of it.
Well, the mindset of Steven Adams is to slam that one home off the nice feed.
He's got a fingertip on that one.
Yeah, it's like trying to shoot over the top of a tree. Pass inside to Adams, who got in behind Jackson.
That question, they say he covers up for a lot of mistakes. So when guys maybe get lost on a perimeter and a CJ or a Dame as Paul George knocks it down.
Long board, it's Westbrook. See the Blazers get bodies down there, but Adams comes right down the rails and lays it in. And the crowd kind of buzzing about that one as he takes it overhand into the lane. Adams on a handoff from Westbrook scores.
Ow, big boy. That's that strength and skill we talked about as a key to the game.
George into the lane, a hard banker as he swerves to the cup for a triple. Here comes Westbrook. Chops his steps and kicks. Patterson in transition. Floats it up and in, and the Thunder take the lead at 1. 8:53 to play in the third.
To them, but she has a shadow. A young lady came from New Jersey, I believe it is, who Brooke met back when we were out on the East Coast.
I mean, that's going to be all night. We're going to see them pick and rolls, and they're going to keep switching out until they find the matchup they want.
Paul George for three on the left side.
Grown man dunk down there, guys. Watch your heads.
Melo trying to respond. He catches in with three.
That's a tough race right there. The West standings has been like that forever. Oh, bank is open. The bank is open.
It's also on what the Thunder haven't figured out how to do is run efficient offense so that the game is easier for Russell Westbrook and his teammates. You should be stunning to P.J. Tucker and staying home with Eric Gordon.
Adams with the quick lob. And some easy points in the paint on the side or baseline out of bounds play.
Against a lot of teams is their physicality. You know, with Russell at the guard position, with Carmelo, with Steven Adams, with a number of guys, a more physical style of game.
A lot of that success has been, you know, through my guy Lou Will.
Paul George knocks down the three. 8-point game here.
Jackson battling for the rebound. George able to save it. Wow. Nifty working a tight space. The catch and shoot three for Anthony. Hello! Melo! We're looking over his options. He'll wait. Adams cutting. Adams punishing the rim. Thunder on a 7-point run to tie this game. Jackson is short. Over the top. Brewer asking for it. Brewer getting it. As Jackson hurdles. Westbrook. Is talking about, we talked about the Thunder's loss of Andre Robertson. Anthony for three from Russ. In misery, shooting 1 out of 9 here in the first half. Nice pass. Westbrook, no looking.
They also have 4 threes now.
And they're 0 for 6 from 3 in the quarter. Anthony looking for another. Yes, sir!
And how about knocking down both those free throws off of that flagrant one by Devin Booker?
Trailing three for George from Russell.
To increase that lead.
Jeremy Grant has reported. Oh, wow. What a great pass by Westbrook. Read it, let Ferguson come, and then delivered the ball where only Ferguson could gather to score. Nice job by Adams on the handle. goes to the hook and scores over Len. Westbrook with his 9th assist of the ball game.
Westbrook kicks it out to George. George connects on a three. He's shooting a career-high 41% from downtown. Been struggling a bit since the All-Star break.
As if we played St. John's with Mark Jackson. That was the only sure thing.
Shots fired early. As Steven Adams, that's the shot he's been working on and practicing, and it's one of the reasons why he has really taken the next step.
You got two guys that can carry them offensively on a given night. Karl-Anthony Towns and Andrew Wiggins. When you look at the Spurs, here's Marcus Aldridge, pretty much the only guy that can carry them offensively every single night.
That's what Mark did. I mean, like, the great passers know a guy's coming open before he's even open.
Abrinas, his second three-pointer. You love to see that.
I love to see my Hall of Fame players out there more.
Exactly. Why do you have to spoil a nice sentimental story? Timeout on the dunk. Nice move to the basket. It's back to 6.
I'm sure we can get that answer though.
Alley-oop, and there's his first bucket on a nice pass from the NBA's leading assist man, Russell Westbrook. It's in Denver.
I'm going to be working in Houston, Mike, on Monday. This guy's going on a world tour somewhere.
Patterson puts it up and in. 7 points for Patterson. Westbrook inside. Collison, left hand, banks it home. A spark when they needed it with Steven Adams back in the locker room. Joffrey Laverne has come out for San Antonio. Abrinas continues the bench play. He's in double figures with 11. Westbrook whips the pass. Grant, that's good. Three-pointer for Grant. Now Westbrook has his triple-double. Timeout, San Antonio.
Westbrook sitting on 98 career triple-doubles. The pass back to Carmelo Anthony, who gathers. Lazy challenge by Costacopos. Melo, hello for 3. Side-out foul on the tie-up by Fox, who gambles, leaving Westbrook a little bit of room, and he finds Adams underneath the bucket.
That's just beautiful.
Adams on the pick and roll. That's pretty. Except they're running together. Is that really a pick and roll? Jackson left too much room by Brewer, knocks down a triple. That's a deep 3 for George. Count it. My goodness, Paul George knocking that one down from Piedmont. Only his second basket of the night in 12 attempts, Mike.
He was 1 for 9 in the first half.
George separates from Jackson and scores again for 3. What a pass. What a pass inside off the screen and action up top. And it's 67-66. The Kings hanging right in. Anthony on the catch and shoot 3, and a little bit of breathing room as Westbrook finds Melo for his 5th triple of the game. Randolph by himself for 3. No. Westbrook rebounding, running. Brewer cutting to the basket and scoring. Abrinas fights off the screen, turns for 3 and scores. Si, senor. Paulie Stein won't let Grant get to the rim, so they find another way to run the pick and roll, and Grant scores.
And that's what Darko was talking about at halftime with Nick Gallo.
For Westbrook. Brewer with another steal. Over the top, Russ in a 2-on-1. Shot time!
In to face these Hawks tonight. Currently number 4 in the West with 40 wins and 29 losses. DG 13 right to the rack, and he's got 5 quick points. Westbrook and Schroeder renewing old acquaintances. Here's Melo, who loves to play in Phillips Arena. Russ post up for Johnson. 3 Hawks around him, and he lays it in.
Oh, that's
7-footer.
That's a good run and seal under the basket.
16-11 Thunder. Paul George comes off the Johnson screen. Still hot. Paul George, double figure first period, 10.
Defense out. Dedman sitting out there. Nice little shot there. Took his time.
Jeremy Grant gets an and 1. He just blows right by Melo.
Yeah. Melo is camping out of that 3-point line.
Yes, he is. Save those legs, Melo. Shoot shots like that. But Russell's got it. Westbrook knows he's got a hot man. Finds him. And Melo hits another one. Timeout, Atlanta. 75-74 Thunder. Russell Westbrook. The lob to Grant. Boy, Jeremy was up in the air. I feel your pain. Westbrook. Top of the key pull-up for Brewer. Corey Brewer with 7. Now plays out to Abrinas. Russ driving, giving. Grant going up and lays it in.
Oh, that was a beautiful setup. Used the basket to shield off Collins to get that reverse.
He and Felton in the backcourt. Melo, Brewer, and this man, Jeremy Grant. Another 3, 5 straight. OKC points out of the timeout. Russ backing down. Feeds in. Jeremy puts it in on a Collins foul. I'm telling you what, if OKC wins this game, Jeremy Grant's had a lot to do with it.
100th triple-double of his career recorded on Tuesday in Atlanta. Looking for Adams, who turns into the trailer and gets a little bit of the shooter's hole. Westbrook is back. Alex Abrinas onto the floor for the Thunder as well. On the pick and roll, what a feed. What a feed by Westbrook. Score the bucket for Grant and one. Or karma is, well, I can't finish that phrase. Over the top, Adams by himself.
The second long ball of the night. Ups it to 4, but there's Adams outrunning everybody else.
You know, and I just...
Rivers gonna drive, met at the rim and denied.
Good job of just rim protection by everybody.
And on the run out, Brewer scores.
I just love what he does.
Westbrook with the rebound. Over the top, Adams engaged with Harris. Scores. That's a man-sized move right there in the mismatch. John Radigan and Antonio Daniels in our Fox Sports Oklahoma studios. Thunder Live halftime. Brewer by himself. He could have had a sandwich. 66-64. Westbrook on the drive and dish. Melo, great timing for his first basket of the ball game. Once again at the rim. And that's just Thunder exploits a breakdown of the Clippers defense. Harris is back. He's got a game-high 24. Adams with the jump stop. Westbrook with his 10th assist. Thunder has been playing off him all night long. Anthony, the catch and shoot. 3, got it. Melo. Hello.
Great pickup, by the way, and he played at Florida for Billy Donovan, so the familiarity is sound.
Westbrook 2. Steven Adams. Adams a load to deal with.
You catch, you got to be ready to do something with it on the catch.
Westbrook. Adams.
That time.
Here's a 3 and short. Here's a 3 the other way. Melo makes it, and the Thunder lead.
Could go either way.
Right. Did he move the pivot before putting it down?
Yep.
Adams a slam dunk.
Well, the bigger problems for the Raptors right now is they're not guarding.
Corner, short. Under 3 minutes left here. Westbrook on a dime to Adams. And Dwayne Casey wants a timeout.
Reasons she as a defender.
Westbrook in the paint, dumps it off. Pirtle right there, and just a power move by Adams. Spills out. Here's Westbrook speeding ahead, and Brewer at the line.
Well, that's why
lays it up and through.
Brewer was a great pickup for them in the depth of this team.
62-58. As we head toward the 2-minute mark, Adams is just having his way on the inside right now, Jack. Tied at 64. Can the Raptors get a stop here? Westbrook finds George wide open. A collision. Westbrook and Miles. 0.7.
Valanciunas in double figures again.
To the basket, Adams.
My goodness.
Got 22.
I'm thinking right now the screen.
Pirtle checks in.
And another missed opportunity.
Yep. And Carmelo makes him pay on a second chance opportunity there.
But more importantly, I just think he fits how they want to play, and he's a hard-nosed guy.
Look at that. They are chewing him up, Jack.
Yep. Serge's done a real nice job defensively today.
Carmelo contested shot, and Melo drills it.
11 points, 8 assists for him.
He's played well. Here's Westbrook. Abrinas at 3. Sticks it.
Who'd have thunk it, right?
He's on ice for 3 quarters. He comes in the 4th, knocks down 2 big.
Struggling to create space for their offensive opportunities.
Well, they really got to play off each other. They got to really let the offense
dictate their style of play. Great shot by Adam. Both teams shooting under 40%. Still got a chance, opportunity early in this game. Brewer right there with a good drive. That's what he brings different to this team right there.
Westbrook, nice find inside. Waited to the last possible moment to deliver that to Adam. Rozier has had a nice second quarter here to help this team get back in. And as soon as we say that, we get a open court slam by Paul George off the unforced error there by Terry Rozier.
That's what they need, because they do a good job of getting out in transition and trying to get easy plays, but half court, they got to figure out a way to get some points.
Melo able to get that jump shot to fall off the pump fake.
They can't take advantage of it, man, because they're doing a great job on the defensive end, but they can't score on the other end.
Melo gets a good look at it from downtown, and he knocks down the triple.
A step back three is amazing.
How about this stat? Jason Tatum on the floor there, plus 22, as Carmelo comes right back at you with the triple.
Faking as if he was going to pass to the near side of the floor. On the pick and pop, here's Anthony for two. First off the one wing and now off the other wing. Russell had a triple-double against Miami the last time we saw them, which was December 27th. Oh, si senor. From Russ. What a pass. And what a finish.
There's nothing you can do about that.
In the ball game as Goran Dragic is getting going here. Dragic with 11 points. Adams punctuating Miami's momentum with a vicious finish off the lob from Westbrook. Not sure Adams was ready for that, or rather Anthony was ready for that pass. Adams was ready for that pass.
And there was nothing that Tyler Johnson could do. And he split the defense, and there was no weak side help back there.
Abrinas for three, scores it. On the pick and roll. Adams out front, fouled as he fires, and he scores. Winslow with the foul and one for Adams. Westbrook off the screen from Adams. Dumps it off. And the big man finishes.
That's why you want to settle down and get in that painted area and create shots, attack off the dribble.
Over the top, Adams. That's what you're talking about. George. Through Adams to Westbrook on the pick and roll. Nurkic forcing Steven to adjust, and he does beautifully.
Oh, good thing starting to build here. I like this.
Adams again on the pick and roll. Scores. The Thunder with a chance to cut into this lead. Into the corner. For three. Bang! Jeremy Grant. So just like that, the lead is 7. Adams triggering, and Stevens shooting 6 of 7 from the floor.
And listen to Dick Dale on the guitar, on that Gibson. Here's Brewer on the inbounds. He drills a 3. Corey Brewer hits another triple.
Up and under the score on Adams. C.J. McCollum shooting 16, or scoring 16 points. Adams gets the shooter's roll, and he also has 16 on 7 of 9 shooting. Won't go for Anthony. Adams recovers. Westbrook firing it into the low post, and the tomahawk flush for Carmelo Anthony. His free throw. A missed gimme putt for Lillard. The drive and dish. Abrinas for 3. Si, senor!
His ability to stretch the floor because of his shooting, but a couple dribbles, he can step back as well.
Westbrook gets it outside. It's a Brewer 3. Corey Brewer puts it up and in.
They got to become a little bit more faster team, speed up the game.
Westbrook out to George. Paul George with the move, and a 16-footer is right down. Kansas coach Bill Sun, by the way, works deep in the bowels of this building as a film editor for San Antonio for the Spurs organization. And Paul George from outside hits a long shot. Rebound by Westbrook, who only knows one speed. The other way, George 3. Now they're beginning to fall for Paul George.
Those long arms.
Tony Parker used to have that mastered. Westbrook.
Oh,
Adams,
great pass.
great speed indeed.
Great hands by Adams.
Anthony catches Millsap, flat-footed and pays, makes him pay for 3. From Jokic comes up short, the back tap rebound. Thunder going to run. Brewer going to cut to the basket and score.
You see it? Pace.
February from Dallas in the trade that sent Emmanuel Mudiay to the New York Knicks as they decided that Jamal Murray was their guy for the future. PG-13 scores the three. Thunder doesn't have to worry about Harris. That will be Denver's 5th turnover as Patrick Patterson digs it out and then is allowed to finish the play. Russ finds it for three. Nice drive and kick action. Felt wide open for three. Westbrook trying to dip it back. Gets another chance. Got fouled underneath. That wasn't called, but then Plumlee with a gift. And Adams with the finish. Side pick and roll. Chandler comes up short. Westbrook looks off. Has Anthony the trailer. Bang! Westbrook driving, dishing, Felton outside for three. Bang! Faces up. Tries to drop it off to Barton inside. Stolen by Westbrook.
Russell read that very well.
Jay Grant underneath. Scores it. And it's back to one.
That time tipped by Corey Brewer. Picked up by Jeremy Grant.
Grant's second steal. The straightaway three. Got it! Thunder on the high side! On the drive and dish. Abrinas for three. See, senor!
What? He kicks out to a shooter, or you give up the two. Well, you give up the two.
The drive and kick. Grant for three. Bang! Westbrook off the screen from Adams, trying to give it to his big man. He'll kick it outside. Brewer for three. Anthony the straightaway three. Bang!
First 4 points of the game, and a staggering start for both teams offensively. It'll be Adams and over Okafor. Steven Adams.
That last pass by Rondo.
And a foul on Anthony Davis. Set up beautifully by Russell Westbrook. Mid-range looks good. 11. First Pell in double figures. 2 gone. Paul George filling it up before Holiday could even enter the equation.
Mo Cheeks should have gone in years ago. I don't know why it took David, that long.
Guard, that could score, defend, pass the ball. I don't either. But
and you can sign up today. 1 point game as Holiday came through. Wide open. Melo. No challenge at all on the three. A better second quarter for Paul George and Oklahoma City. And good ball movement and spacing. Melo gets the trip. That is the first point for Pels, though, in points off mistakes. It's now 12-1. Westbrook gave it up. And that's a little flip you and I were talking about. He gets it away in a hurry. So the struggles continue for Nico. He's 0 for 5 from beyond the arc. 2 for 8 overall. Westbrook on the switch. Frees up Abrinas. Nobody at home.
Not where this team has made great defensive plays and got turnovers. Just throwing the ball out of bounds.
Westbrook sets it up and Adams goes to the line on the dribble penetration by Westbrook. He stopped the ball. Rondo, Diallo, and good hands by Patrick Patterson. Took it away. Other way, it'll be Jeremy Grant.
It's a triple-double, huh?
You can see on the replay it was Paul George who got it last. Corey Brewer. He hasn't had one for a while, so why not? 4 of the 5 starters in double figures, but too many mistakes. It'll be Adams on the easy one. And here comes the Adams high screen. No, Adams stayed away. Set it up for Paul George.
Team Cleats
tonight. Yeah.
A little bit of everything.
Could see some point guard stuff from Draymond. Paul George, that three over the top of Nick Young. Good sign for PG early. And Russell took a shot there on the screen. Drop pass, Steven Adams, that's good.
For a big man, Steven Adams got a great touch around the basket.
Look in transition, Paul George in transition. Corey Brewer has been good. That's really when the Thunder are most effective.
Melo, beautiful. Sidesteps the closeout from Draymond Green and knocks down the top of the key jumper.
He got the one song called Outstanding. That's pretty.
Oh, no, that was platinum. No, that was platinum.
Platinum, right?
Yeah, that's
Outstanding.
platinum album. Yes, that was a platinum album.
Jeremy Grant to the inside, goes lefty and around
Klay Thompson for a score. Second chance points. Brewer responsible for this extended possession.
Better shot.
Paul George. Ball inbounds to Golden State, and it looks like OKC content not to foul. They get the turnover. Corey Brewer on the play. He scored. 2-point game.
In that situation, that he can do that.
Pass deflected on the outlet. George gathers and finishes.
They've had some, Marcus Morris traveled on a 3 in Boston just recently, late. I mean, they've really had some tough breaks.
Meanwhile, Corey Brewer answers. Westbrook floats it in. Adams with a finish. Nice setup. And Steven Adams with 7 early points.
But he is the favorite and the guy that should win the MVP.
Clear cut in terms of, I think, where he'll finish voting. But not clear cut as Anthony knocks down the three-pointer because there are other guys that are right there. Shot clock at 6. Grant, three-pointer. Knocks it down. Jeremy Grant. Big spark off the bench. 10 straight points by the Thunder. Westbrook finds Grant, and Grant lays it up and in. 6th assist already for Westbrook. Bakamute, the rebound, stripped and stolen by Westbrook. Back out Anthony. Carmelo Anthony, three-pointer. That's good. Anthony red hot here in the first half.
What happens, but those are the two guys they'd like to have take a lot of shots here in the second half, guys.
Thank you, Doris. That foul on. And that should be a goaltend. Westbrook finds Adams. Adams floats it up there. 12.7 boards for Adams. Ariza left open. His three-pointer comes up short. Felton dives on it. Westbrook throws it ahead. Patterson is free, lays it up and in. And it's a 6-point lead for the Thunder.
Leading it 23-5. This is their biggest lead so far in this one-sided first quarter. And finally, the first field goal comes from the second-year man from Spain, Alex Sabrinas. And the rebounder, Russell Westbrook. He's their leading rebounder on the season. Yep, their point guard leads them with almost 10 rebounds a game. And Carmelo Anthony makes it 9 straight points for the Thunder. Thunder 4 out of 12 from 3. 28% overall. Open 3 for George. That one drops.
Yeah, the assist to Westbrook.
Him a muscler. Westbrook back to Paul George, 3 on the way, and good.
Again, to shrink Westbrook's court, he finds an open teammate.
4 boards, 3 blocks for the great wall of Whiteside.
And you can see the difference that he brings to the Heat offense and defense. If Paul George is feeling it, what's that, 3 in a row from downtown?
2 of 11 from downtown. Heat lead by 5. This is Paul George, great first step, and he lays it in. George has 16. He's shooting 53%. Already at 40 points in the paint. Paul George, the threes are flying and falling for the Thunder. He's got 10 points, 6 in this quarter, or he'd have scored 8 straight. Here's Adams underneath, puts it in.
Yeah, Whiteside had to be careful.
He missed. Rebound of Westbrook. That's his 14th rebound. Ferguson for 3.
Yeah, they had to stop Westbrook's penetration that left Ferguson open.
Good defense by the long and lanky Terrence Ferguson. Here comes Westbrook, off to Grant, and the game is tied at 76. That's the 11th Heat turnover.
He was deflected.
Here comes Grant. Oh, he barrels right into Olynyk, and they call a blocking foul on Olynyk. With 2:40 left. Westbrook lobs for Adams, easy score. Russell Westbrook with his 12th assist. The Thunder turning it into a runaway. So many others with high volume at the free throw line. They've taken 36 free throws. That's 22 more than Miami. That's the 13th assist for Westbrook.
Kicked in the corner. Kobe Simmons can't finish for 3. Westbrook looking over the top. Anthony going to step right into the wing. 3. Melo, hello. McLemore hasn't missed a shot yet. He's 3 of 3. Nice dump down pass. Westbrook finding Adams playing in front of the Memphis defense. More threes. The first 9 years of Thunder basketball, they only had 51 of those games where they took 30 or more threes. Here's George with the Thunder's 5th of the night. Bang!
Does a great job of reading that long pass, and he saw that long pass coming. Got a hand in the passing lane. That's a nice cut by Corey Brewer.
Yeah. And that, okay, so that's a new little rink. Scored in double figures in consecutive games. Looking for another. PG-13 makes it 3 from 3. That much harder to get what he's going to get.
And I like a Steven Adams. Good steal by Russell Westbrook. Once again, reading the passer, playing the passing lanes.
Drop up. And Adams skying to cock the hammer and pull the trigger.
Baskets.
Rashawn Brooks stepping back and coming up offline. Terrence Ferguson is checked in. Brewer gets behind the defense. And sometimes it just ain't fair. Only for his all-star point guard. Adams inside, set up by Westbrook, who not only has 8 rebounds, he's got 8 assists.
Adams knew he had nothing but homeland all the way.
Steal for Westbrook. Taking a bump. Russell looking for Ferguson in the corner for 3. Bang! Westbrook is out of his cotton-picking mind.
That's crazy, by the way.
He's going to get this. He's going to get this. I'm going to call it right now.
And you know what's interesting? He's doing it in the run of play.
George for 3.
And he is just setting the tempo on both sides of the basketball.
Last game at Memphis on Valentine's Day when the Thunder scored 73 points in the first half. Brewer measuring and score on the PG-13. PG-13 is 5 out of 5. Westbrook with his 11th rebound, 11 down, 5 to go. Kicking to Brewer in the near corner, got it again. The Thunder has made 9 triples on 14 attempts. The leader in the pack for the Grizzlies.
Wow, another 3.
It just ain't fair. It just ain't fair. The city, because they understand as well.
Just remarkable.
Off of Westbrook's 14th assist, Steven with 20 points in the ball game.
Guys out there that are trying to make a roster next year for the Grizzlies, so they're not going to go away.
Oh, and neither is Corey Brewer.
That's just a beautiful play.
Westbrook with 15 assists, high with 29 points on 11 of 18 shooting. Michael, to your point, for the Grizzlies too, this is in after a manner of speaking, and Russ has his 16th assist, and Adams with 26 points in the ball game. Westbrook weaving, kicked into the corner. Nice look for Ferguson, scoring for 3. The basketball guys.
2 minutes.
Even that one out. Ferguson for 3 from Russell. Westbrook with his 18th assist. Ferguson with 4 makes beyond the arc.
Ball is short. Thunder seem to be running at the same pace they were in the first quarter.
It's a new career high for Russ, 20 rebounds. George for 3. Puts the exclamation point on that one.
Westbrook. Adams the offensive rebound. They get a reload. George fires and hits the 3.
Attack in transition. They're very good at it, but they like to play late into the shot clock. They've found some angles and seams in this first half. Having a conversation with the officials about the physicality that we talked about in the first half. Yep. Paul George and Ingles going at one another.
Oh, George is smoking hot. Joe Ingles, former soccer player, hits a 3. Westbrook to the corner. It's Brewer, a triple.
He had enough room as he was, for some reason, backed up, knocked it down.
Gets a roll on the inside. It's Jeremy Grant in his playoff debut. Westbrook lobs it up for Adams, who slams it down. Steven Adams, the flush.
And with Paul George back in, they've got to shut that off.
Westbrook, the shake and bake, the lob. Oh, Adams climbs the imaginary ladder. Westbrook lob it up. Adams does grab it with the right, gets it back, and lays it in.
Better job the latter half of the season and into the playoffs playing with the pass. Westbrook driving, kicking the corner 3. Hello!
Out of bounds. Those little things like that are huge in possession basketball.
George is back for Abrinas. Brewer underneath the flash pass. Great side out of bounds play calling by the Thunder. Davis is back. Anthony will drive on him. Extended score. Like a man-sized piece of business right there.
Davis should have taken that shot. Boy, Thunder will take that. That pocket pass almost 2 feet.
Skip pass to Brewer in the corner for 3. Bang! The rebounds matches his season high during the regular season. Brewer. Nice pass by Westbrook.
As Brewer had a step on Mitchell.
Someone to take that, dodge a bullet, but it also puts them in a fast break opportunity.
The dump down from Westbrook. Adams scores.
That's a fast play we talked about.
Goes. George asking for it. Mismatched with Rubio. He steps back and he scores. From Grant is short. Russell for the steal. He's going to go right at Gobert. Kick it outside. The catch and shoot three. No! Hello! It's a 1-point game!
For the Thunder.
Westbrook has 3 steals. George a wide open 3. Thunder on the high side. Mitchell with 22 points to lead all scorers in this game. Grant asking for it. Gets in front of the defense. Got to step on Crowder and pass it.
Without giving up the open 3 on that side of the floor.
Westbrook driving. Setting up Adams underneath. The soft finish. The Thunder has outscored the Jazz 20-14 in the paint.
Well, pretty much a full shot clock.
3 team fouls either way. Rubio fights over the screen. And then nice return pass as in the game. Adams pulling his way down low to tie the game again.
Adams, the little bunny, is good.
Now they've started in their energy, but Oklahoma City needs to have a little bit more resistance.
In the corner, it's Brewer. He got it on a 3. And a much-needed one for the Thunder. Of Game 2, a loss. Westbrook, explosive, kicks. Patterson hits. An 11-0 Thunder run. Points. For Carrot detail in the open now. They need a little more from Russ. This time he dumps it off to Adams.
I love the way he's playing right now.
Westbrook just lost it. Trying to get it back. Astutely shovels to the corner for Felton. On a 3. Watching a fellow Utah guard. Great no look from Westbrook to Anthony for the flush. Adams hooks it in and ties this game at 60 apiece. Felton in the corner. Ends the run.
Excellent play there by Ricky.
A filthy play from Ricky Rubio has been just tremendous tonight.
Rebounded by Westbrook. The cutter. Adams for the slam. Westbrook finds it.
With Joe Ingles and Paul George, as we know after Game 1, playoff P showed up. So the crowd is yelling, push off P on that last altercation.
Magnificent in Game 2 in OKC. That time burying deep for post position.
Lob it up. Anthony the finish. Off the feed by Westbrook.
They are 32-7. Thunder with a 1-point lead and possession as we reach the midpoint of the first quarter. Adams skying for the lob. Flushing.
Early in the ball game. If Rudy Gobert is running down Main Street, someone has to get him, or there's a shooter open somewhere.
Wide open 3 for Brewer. He's got it. Westbrook found him in the corner. The Thunder is 7 of 9. Has not taken a free throw here in the second quarter. Anthony off the screen from Adams scores. Long 2-point goal for Carmelo Anthony. 3 makes from beyond the arc as part of that. The challenge by Mitchell. The Thunder with a stop. George out in front of the defense. And it's a 1-possession game. Westbrook feeding. St. Grant on the pick and roll.
Thunder had 15 free throw attempts so far in the second half.
Westbrook attacking, setting up Adams.
Just using his length that time. Kept him in front of him.
The drive, the kick. Aprinas, Senor!
Rebounded by Westbrook. Now they need he and Adams to step up here. They need the 3-ball from Joe. He's one of the best that we have in the league. Steven Adams with the dunk. Quarter and he got 5, and that blew up the scene because without him there is 0 shot clock. Oh, Paul George making a statement early. 3 for 5. Now he's got 6 boards, but that was his first offensive rebound. Westbrook closed by Mitchell. Adams finishing on the alley-oop. You see that move? That was a nice reverse move. He tucked up the defense, and then he catches the guy moving. Inside Adams on the other end of the alley-oop. Good look by Westbrook. A chance now to get it down to 2. Westbrook pushing tempo. Adams
Nice
on the mismatch.
pass.
Good feed by Westbrook. He drops a nice dime, and Adams makes it a 2-point game.